to the rat house. Let's ride! Puff, puff, pass. True crime, ChatRats. All across the world we coming through like that. Taking all the facts, put them in a trap. Yeah, we coming through like that. Rat house, ChatRats. Rat house, ChatRats. Yeah. When the scene lights up, I'm the rat in the pack, rolling deep with my rat pack down this dirt road track. We picking apart the crime, every player, every clue. Where it all went sideways, we exposing the truth. Rat house media, every night the llamas glow, chatting cases round the fire, letting the real shit show. Players hiding motives, evidence in the files. We hunt it down relentless, turn whispers into trials. All my rats online, from the backwoods to the coast. We pull you deep in the hollow where the real stories goes. Connecting dots in the house, no loose ends, no lies. Worldwide country rats, we running these crimes. Puff, puff, pass. True crime, ChatRats. All across the world we coming through like that. Taking all the facts, put them in a trap. Yeah, we coming through like that. When you see the scene, better know it's the rats. Deep in the house, closing every gap, setting every trap. We sniff through the bullshit, rewrite the final act. Rat house forever, now pass that back. Now pass that back. Puff, puff, pass. True crime, ChatRats. All the traffic, never topic through the gap. Through like that. Puff, puff, pass.
Yo, what up, peoples? What are y'all up to today? What is today? Thursday. Oh, shit. I didn't even know what day it was. I should have thought about that. What y'all up to out there today on the internet? Doing the same thing you always do? Starting trouble? Let's see who was up in here. What up, Mia? What's up, Angie? Angie has a fundraiser tomorrow, so if I'm here, I'm going to hop on there. I don't know where I'm going to be, but we'll find out tomorrow. What up, Jeannie Lynn? Prince Lover? Miss K, what up? Okay, sorry. TVJ, what's up, buddy? Katie K's in the house. What up, Katie K? Sup, Bo? What up, dude? Sup, Bo? We need to get together so we can come up with some more
This fuck. White cryfish.
sound bites so I can load them up. Little samples. Need to think. I've been thinking about it forever. Now that I got it figured out and everything's up to do it, I can't think of them to grab them. What up, Cali Cat? Jules, good to see you. Kirsty, good to see you. What up, Chrissy? New Hampshire Mary. Barbara. What's up, Barbara? Winks in the house. Somebody's on the board first, and it was Winks. Appreciate it, Winks. Squirrel School pregame. Yeah, that's the first. We love some Emily C here, so it's not real hard to hopefully have a crowd, decent crowd, and send them over there for some learning later. Patty Hughes, 10 gems. Nice. Haven't figured those out yet, but I'm sure we will. I appreciate the gems. I know they add up to some money. So yeah, we got some different crap to do today. Got some Next Witness, bust out live from this morning. We can figure out what these new charges were. I didn't watch the interview for the debrief. We can check that out. We got the little morning flight that JFK and Crawford did while the Will and Turtle Boy were doing the fundraiser. So we might watch that.
Fuck. White cryfish.
You never know. We're probably going to watch it. It's long, though. I don't want to watch the whole damn thing. It's crazy. They're so proud of themselves. They're on the way back up. On the way back up. Sure. And what's up, Lupin?
What up?
Nah, she's just chilling. Relaxing, not a super hot day. Didn't almost die today.
What?
Yeah, it's only 92 today. Cloudy. The sun was covered up all day. It's awesome when that happens. So awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah. I love a cloudy day. It's nothing better. What up, Rambo? 3-2, buddy. 3-2's in the house. Always good to have a 3-2 in the house. What up, 13? Good to see you, buddy. Ooh, Redacted's here. What's up, Redacted? Making them good videos out there. We see you. Birdman. What's up, Birdman? Nice. Genuine's on the board today. Hopefully J7 doesn't have any more sock accounts because she got me the other day. But, you know.
You little devil.
Red chats are good, though. Red chats are good. Hold back nothing. I love all the money. You know what I mean? Sad. Sad day.
Yeah.
Money makes the world go rounds. I think we'll start with the next witness. That way we can do the debrief and then the bus stop live. Kind of keep it relevant in order. And we can do the
This fuck. White cryfish.
anytime. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We can do that at any time. But just because we never finish anything, we'll just get started on one and kick back and relax, people. The plane is lifting off. Yeah, lift off. What's up, Bay Harbor Beauty? Credit card fraud. Holy crap. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. And I think we're going to be partnering up with Bay Harbor Beauty here soon, doing a fundraiser for the turtle. So you guys get ready for that. What's up, Ruth Ann? Hello. And if anybody's wondering, yes, Mia's still shooting for a membership. So don't be scared to go in there and give some memberships. We got to keep the memberships up, people. Keep them up. And if you have one, just be a recurring member. Come on now. Quit playing. Emily Seeeeees, did you see my thumbnail? I made that one. I made it. The thumbnail does kick ass, though. Ooh, red in the chat. Genuine. Here we go, Mia. First round.
Oh.
Mia's first opportunity of the day to not get a membership. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. Jules got one. Odd because the first one was somebody in the chat. Uh-oh. Come on, Mia. Come on, Mia. You know. I don't see it. I don't see it.
No.
Come on, Ruth Lee got one. That's somebody in the chat. Come on, Mia. You can do it. Rambo got one. Somebody in the chat for sure. That's 3 in the chat. I think Bob's here. I'm not sure. He got one. Nice. Mia, you're not holding your mouth right. Got to kick your head over a little bit. Something. Stand on one foot. Bark like a dog. Something. Ooh, Patty Hughes got one. She's going to enjoy that. Mastor got one after he just dropped a Twinkie. Good job. Look at that.
Oh, badass. That's
Yeah. Mel Mac, member for 7 months. Appreciate it. Mad Stork. Appreciate it, buddy. I think he's in our Discord now, isn't he? Sent me a Discord friend invite. I don't know if he's in the Discord or wants to be in the Discord.
I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I got a message from Jeff and I was like, oh shit, here we go again. I wasn't thinking that was Mad Stork. I was like, here we go. Somebody's about to try to fucking get up in here. Oh my God, did Mia get one? She did. Bam.
Yes.
Bam, Leuven. Made it all work.
Yeah.
We can just shut this stream down now. You know what I mean? Mia got a membership. Oh God, that's awesome. So we'll just shut this bitch down. Appreciate it, guys. See you later.
10-4-20, light it up. Pass the gas, no seas, just dust. Toys on the beat, we getting high. Puff, puff, pass, let's ride. Roll it, yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll it, light it, hit it, pass it. Blaze up, 420 blaze, we getting blasted. High as fuck, Zaza in the air, smell it from the block. Loud pack, puff, puff, cough, cough, never coming back down. Never. Roll it, light it, hit it, pass it. Blaze up, 420 blaze, we getting blasted. High as fuck, eyes low, money grow, feeling like a boss. Yeah. Smoke weed every day, this the 420 blazer. Yeah. Woke up down in Mississippi, sun beaming through the trees. Grabbed the grinder, packed the bowl, put the funk in the breeze. No Reggie, all exotic gelato runs in that tape. One hit got me floating, now I'm drifting into space. So squad waiting on the wood, yeah, we rolling up the loud. Neighbors knocking on the door, saying turn that shit down. I said ain't no music playing, that's the gas talking loud. Cause so strong it got the whole damn block inside. Stacking paper while the smoke keep burning nice and slow. 420 every day, you already know the code. From the Delta to the coast, we elevate the whole state. Mississippi mud mixed with that fire, now we levitate. Yeah. Dabs hitting different reek, full of shadow, breaking all the rules. Eyes redder than a stop sign, too cool as ice, never lose. Freestyling through the cypher while the blunt make one more round. Every bar keep climbing higher, now we barely touch the ground. Haters mad cause they sober, trying to rain on all the vibes. We just laughing through the smoke while the whole room comes alive. Bag full of exotic, cost more than your rent check. One puff got the whole crew vibing, that's a safe bet. 420 lifestyle, no cap, that's the realest thing I wrote. Light one for the coach and let the good times stay afloat. From the wake and bake to the late night smoke. 10, 420, yeah, yeah, you already know, yeah, yeah. Feel that burn, mind gone. Vibe stay blessed, pass it left. Never right, tonight we on the sky, we on the sky. Yeah. Roll it, light it, hit it, pass it. Blaze up, 420 blaze, we getting blasted. High as fuck, Zaza in the air, smell it from the block. Loud pack, puff, puff, pass, cough, never coming back down. Never. Roll it, light it, hit it, pass it. Let's go. 420 blaze, we getting blasted. Yeah, 10, 420, copy that. We all on the beat. Blaze up. It's 420.
Got y'all. Just kidding. We're not going anywhere. Can't get rid of me that easy, living.
Psych.
I got y'all's ass.
This fuck. White cryfish.
Yeah. Got y'all. Anyways, back to the whatever this is. Whatever that is. Mia got the membership. That was a congratulatory song. We've been trying to get that thing for what, 3, 4 different streams now. What up, Carrie B?
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Carrie B. But we got it taken care of. Mia's good for 30 days now. So in 30 days, I'm sure we'll be right back on that. Lubin, you still haven't gotten one, have you?
Hell no.
Yeah, we're out here worried about Mia. Lubin's been here 3 times as long. Not even close to getting one. Not even close. That's right, Rambo. That's right.
You're a loser, guy.
Happens.
Yeah. Well, I know somebody who did it last stream. Earned her sock account. I mean, I'll take the $100. Fuck it. If you just want to give away the fucking money, Venmo it to me. Don't fucking send it in here and piss everybody off. Just Venmo me a, 500 couple times a month. Damn. Keep it on the low. He's smart. Sometimes people ain't smart, Lou. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really know. I lack intelligence myself. So.
Yeah. This isn't the smartest panel we've ever had, Lubin. You know? Yeah. So, good thing I know how to work. Good thing I know how to work all this stuff. We'd be screwed.
Yeah.
Just be sitting here. That would suck. All right, next witness. Here we go. Little Colin Albert. Let's do it.
me to get you coffee and bagels. I apologize for that, but we'll be a little bit. So we'll send you out for the morning.
Oh, this should be interesting.
I'm real interested. I'm real interested to see what we are getting into with this. Because we are, whatever it is going on the record right now.
We've seen more voir dire in this trial than we see in most trials. So I'll explain to you again what a voir dire is. When the judge can't decide and both sides can't agree on whether something should come into evidence, they do a voir dire of the witness, and they question the witness as though they would question, as if they're questioning them in front of the jury, but the jury is sent out of the room. It's also called an offer of proof. And so the judge is able to...
While we're still goofing and the show's still like in its infancy, Lewin, I think we're going to have to play something that somebody just sent me because it's fucking hilarious. It's going to be that kind of day. I feel like it's going to be that kind of day already. It's going to be a bunch of red in the chat. And there's going to be a bunch of goofy shit dinging on here, and I'm going to watch every bit of it. So I hope you're ready. This is a nice little remix. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
In the dim light, truth and fiction collide. You tread the line, but you'll never decide.
Hey Mike, you think you're all that? Swivel hips on display, but you're moving like a cat. Wacky waving inflatable man in the breeze. But here's the truth, you're not fooling me, please. From next to you to where the hood boogers dwell, you crash out hard like a busted shell. Wanna play tough, but you're barking at the wrong tree. Hiding in the shadows where the real dogs can't see. Swivel hips to lie. You're just a soy boy, thinking you're slick, man. You're just a toy, we see through the moves. You're not living the hype, Mike. You're out here looking like a stereotype. With the glare, he's just trying to shine, but you're too busy sipping that wine. Defend the hood boogers, man. What a joke, you're so spineless, bro. You make me choke, hanging with the boys, stirring up all the dirt. But when it comes to trouble, you're first to revert. Frame turtle boy, and you thought it was real, but it's your own reflection that makes you squeal. Swivel hips to lie. You're just a soy boy, thinking you're slick, man. You're just a toy, we see through the moves. You're not living the hype, Mike. You're out here looking like a stereotype. Dog walker by trade, but I see the truth. You're just a bitch getting walked by the youth. Hood boogers running this game, don't you know you're a puppet on strings? Just putting on a show. You thought you had friends, but they just for the ride. Ain't none of them sticking when it's time to collide. Mike, you will retreat like a coward on the scene, but we all see through you, sinking back like a fiend. So keep your swivel hips, they won't take you far. The real ones running this show, they raising the bar. So here's a lesson that you need to learn. Those swivel hips won't get you a turn. Next time you crash, just remember the call. In this game of life, you may just take a fall. We're dancing, but you're
to the streets where the hips do lie. In case you forgot, stay out of our way or you'll get what you
Fucking Kazi getting down on the fucking drums, son. I did not know that he could play the drums, but he learned something new every day. Not only was he playing the drums, he taking a bunch of psychedelic shit too. Just having a good time there. I think we all know who that is. Excelente video, buddy. Good song too. I like that techno, that Spanish techno. That was pretty fucking cool. And I know everybody doesn't like AI music, but we use it to talk shit and to have music. Otherwise, you ain't got shit. But back to the real content. All right, no more breaks. 20 minutes in. We've already ruined this fucking show. What's up,
Oh,
Thunder?
we're live? We're live right now?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I was like, holy shit, I thought we were just practicing. I was like, fuck, I've been asleep this whole time. Asleep this whole time, Lubin. You gotta watch that go live button. It's right there. It's really easy to hit. All right. Since we know we're live, let's try to salvage this shit.
See what the questions will be, what the witness will say, and then she will make a determination on whether or not the jury will get to hear it.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons having anything to do before the Beverly Canoni, Justice of the Superior Court, holding indebted within and for.
Man, I love that fan. You knew this shit was about to go down right then. Fucking knew it. You're like, here we go. What's gonna happen?
The County of Norfolk. Draw near, give your attendance, and you shall be heard. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This court is in session. Please be seated.
The one I'm holding in my right hand,
Bring it up.
I'll call Advantage.
Okay.
The one in my left hand, with the court's permission, I'll call this Bang Bang.
All right.
What are
thank
we
you.
getting into?
I'll call this one Bang Bang.
All right, so play GG first, please.
Oh, the foreshadowing.
Language warning for anybody that doesn't want to hear some violent and negative language.
He named them Advantage and Bang Bang. I don't know which one GG is.
Your advantage boys, I will beat all your asses. I promise you, I will fuck you all up.
Pull up, bitch. Yeah, we need to watch Nurse Cam stream from today. I forgot about that. I'll throw that in the mix for sure.
Okay. And the next.
Pull up, bitch, with Adele blasting in the background. Seriously?
Hardcore.
Also, seriously?
Hardcore.
I did not have Adele on my bingo card. We joked about it yesterday.
Next one, please.
That was Advantage.
Bang, bang.
He looks a little more aggressive than he does there on the stand.
Yeah, he sure comes across different in those videos than he is in this courtroom, isn't he? Not quite such.
He's a good little
flat
actor.
affect.
You can see how he acts when he's at the bar and he's had a few drinks.
Runkle,
So is his explanation going to be just
Runkle is the dominator of the All Tuber mashups. He is still number one and doesn't really have a true contender yet. Let's hope maybe he gets one in this show.
that he's got a big mouth?
Oh, that is so embarrassing. Like, these videos are so embarrassing for a kid that just sat up there and said he's never been in a fight in his life. I mean, I feel bad for this kid for what he's going to have to go through, just probably with like the friends and the people that know him and these hockey players that apparently he was sending these Snapchats or whatever these videos were to. But oh boy.
You indicated on cross-examination you've never been in a fight.
No.
The fact that he said, no, I didn't get into a fight, those videos don't prove that he's been in a fight in the past. So in order to bring them in as impeachment, they're not really impeaching something that he said.
Indicating that you have no violent tendencies, no violent proclivities.
To be fair, I still think he would put his ass whooped.
What were you saying on that video?
That I would beat them up.
Did you say you would beat?
Well, I've already got like short attention span. Let's see what this is from Aru. It's only 1 minute.
We are back with another installment from a woman whose ego seems to have its own zip code, whose confidence may just be bigger.
Oh, shit.
Starts off by telling all of us to suck something she doesn't even have.
Message to all of you haters. Suck my suck it. Good morning. I'm your host, Jessica Machado. We are going to change it up a little bit starting on Monday of next week. And we're going to try something new, try something different. No more morning drives. We're going to be in the office. We're going to try to do a little bit of a different show.
She wrote a new song because the old song was written by someone who she claims said something bad about her, even though we can't find anything bad that he said.
Danny hurt me. That's it. He hurt me. He turned against me when I never said a bad word about him. Content creators who want to come at me don't have one iota of the skill set that I have. Who does? Aiden Carney, and that's about it. And that is why I stand exactly where I always have for him. Everybody else, you for coming at me. You could never. You don't even have the skill set, tenacity, brains, bandwidth, imagination, connections, or anything. Nothing.
Maybe that's what you said?
But I'm in the club that doesn't break the law. Okay? I'm in the club that has never had their kids taken away from them. I'm in the club that has never had a DUI. I'm in the club that has never had a domestic. I'm in the club that has never committed a crime, okay? I'm in the club that couldn't pay their bills, right, because of poverty and poor and bad life decisions. But I'm not in the club that breaks the law.
The law prohibits holding a phone, texting, scrolling, reading messages, or using apps while operating a vehicle. Even if you're stopped at a red light or stop sign, you're still considered to be driving.
Wow. Just snipe in on Mary B too.
What up, Mary B?
Yeah, it makes it easier to fall asleep when you can't understand it.
Why is it so small?
Tiny Mary B.
Well, thank you so much. Oh.
All right, Mary B's kicking it. Let's get back to our show. Sorry about the interruption.
Beat them up, or did you say I will fuck you up?
Ooh, Alan, damn.
I said I will F you up.
No, you didn't say I will F you up. What did you actually
Make him say it.
I love how every time he's like, no, that's not what you said. They're your words, Mr. Proctor.
That I would fuck them up.
Alan, you are way too excited, sir. Did you hear how happy Alan is?
Ooh, this made me feel like I was watching something like, you know, a sparring match because Alan Jackson goes hard now. He just goes hard and he makes it feel as cringy as it was to hear a kid say this, especially how he presented on direct and the beginning of cross-examination.
Now you might be saying,
What does that mean? Who is Legal Vices? Well, what does that mean? Or they did that. Ooh, it's dark.
wait a minute, can you swear in court? You absolutely can. When you're quoting, you can say just about anything when you're quoting. And sometimes you want to make the other person say it.
I feel like Jackson's trying to pull hypocrisy out of him to say, you've sat up here, you've tried to act like a really nice kid, but this is the real you, right?
Now, I would have loved to have seen him do this in front of the jury. That's where I wanted to see this happen.
I think he made him look even worse here during this proffer outside the presence of the jury than he did when he cross-examined him on this same exact issue in front of the jury.
And in fact, I might have let this slide here in order to make him do this in front of the jury.
Say the words.
Something about beating somebody's ass, right?
Correct.
What did that mean?
That I would beat them up.
So when you said, I will fuck you up and I will beat your ass, was that a friendly invitation?
No.
That was a threat, correct?
I don't know if I would call it a threat.
I will beat your fucking ass. That sounds a little bit like a threat to me, you douche cannon.
No, I don't think it's a threat. Really? You don't think it's a threat? Come on.
Well, the thing is, Alan.
Yeah, I just looked it up, so I would know. That's sad. Glad he made it in here then.
Somebody's not in his face.
But you've never been in a fight. Right. So you're just a poser.
Is he all talk on social media? Is that the point here? Is that what we're getting to?
Someone walks up to you. I'm not going to do it. But if someone did, walked up to you and said, I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass.
Alan is having the most fun in court right now.
You wouldn't take that as a threat?
If they walked up to me, yeah.
But if they didn't walk up and just shouted it across the street and stood there and said, I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass. That's not a threat.
Jackson is having way too much fun with this.
Alan is.
What could be more of a verbal threat? I mean, that says it all right there. It's definitely a verbal threat. Damn.
I would say so.
Yeah.
This fuck. White cryfish.
Is literally
my Christmas
for the drama of this body right now. But again, he's telling people pull up, but he also is one of the names on the list to have people excluded from court. So does he feel under threat by things said on the internet or not?
So this is all just an act? Because you've never been in a fight. So what if
you are glitching, I don't see it. That's your internet. It's your house. I don't even have 30 tabs up. Probably got 20. So, ain't me.
the Advantage Boys accepted your invitation
ain't me
to fight? How did you feel so confident? You said that you were going to beat their asses, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you are sure, sir.
All right, so that I'll strike at the Commonwealth standing up and objecting.
I think you are sure, sir.
Again, I love his I think you are sure, sir. I think you are sure. I forgot how awesome this was.
Were you threatening these Advantage Boys guys, whoever they are?
Yeah, kinda.
Were you threatening them with violence?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was threatening them. Who are the Advantage Boys? He just agreed that he was threatening them. This is going to come in. This is coming in. He agreed it was a threat. He's already denied, said he was never in a fight before.
And it didn't help a bit. Didn't help a bit. They wanted all eyes off of Connor. I mean, off of fucking Colin. All of them. Thomas, I think I saw it. I was just fucking with you.
But now he's agreeing. Hold on. Who are the Advantage Boys?
Kinda, yeah. Of course you were threatening them with violence.
In the second video, you said, fuck you.
What else, squirrel?
A number of times. And then you said, KO. You said, pull up.
He said, pull up in both
bang,
of them.
bang. Right?
Correct.
Explain that to me.
Yeah. What did you mean?
Not sure. Like, explain what I said.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
Pull up, bitch. Right?
Yeah. Those same Advantage kids.
Who are the Advantage
yet again a second time?
Now, is like Advantage like a nearby town? Is this like a street gang? Is this like who is this? I don't know who the Advantage kids are.
Apparently the Advantage Boys are a hockey team in a neighboring town, somebody said.
You want to pick a fight with a hockey team? You better hope you've got some boxing training, because I ain't gonna throw down with a hockey team. I'll tell you that. Like, the hockey team's got some guys who know how to throw a punch, and they will wreck you.
What does pull up mean?
Like, come by.
Yeah, meaning get over here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Because when you do, I'm gonna fuck you up. Right?
He's so happy.
What's he?
Yeah.
Meaning I'm gonna fight you. And I'm gonna...
Question, Alan, has he ever fucked anybody up? Can we ask that question? Because I've got questions.
When was the second one the bang bang
Good question.
threat made? Before or after the Advantage Boys?
I'm not sure.
After?
Might have been this same night. I really don't know.
Well, you're dressed completely differently, so it's probably not the same night. You would agree with that?
Unless I could have changed my shirt. I do that often.
Okay. You changed your shirt on the same night.
Change your
You
shirt
decided
to
to
another
threaten
threat.
the guys twice.
I do that often, says the guy who's. Isn't he wearing the same shirt as yesterday? I don't know. I mean, I can't throw stones on that. Sometimes I'll wear the same shirt, but it is funny.
Yo, Francis, I thought this. Is it the same shirt? I didn't go back and check, but when he first sat down, I thought it was the same shirt. What a hilarious question that would have been. You changed your shirt in the same night, fighting the same guys or threatening the same guys, but you didn't change your shirt in 2 days testimony? That would have been wild.
The fact of the matter is, Mr. Albert, you do like to fight, don't you?
Nope.
The fact of the matter is,
Oh, shit.
you showed up at another hearing.
Chronically, it has copyright stuff in it, so nobody that's monetized will really play it. I know Melanie played it a couple times. I'm kind of wondering how that worked out. If she got like a small ding for it. Ooh, it didn't give me ad revenue on a video that I got 125,000 views on. Ooh, not fucking play it again. Would not play it again. But my wife did take the Tick Tick Boom song and redo it for us so we can play it.
Tick, 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 boom.
You know what I mean?
I got another proceeding to testify, and you showed up with busted knuckles then too, didn't you?
Oh
Do not
no.
remember.
Oh no.
Did he show up to the grand jury, the federal grand jury, with more busted up knuckles? You know they've got video of this or photographs. Like they could have had their PI surveilling this kid.
I forgot about this. He showed up to the fucking federal grand jury with busted knuckles. So he did it again.
There's a parallel federal investigation going on of the investigation of the Karen Reed murder case, the John O'Keefe murder case that Karen Reed is on trial for murder for. And this kid shows up to testify there with raw knuckles on his right hand again.
You were asked questions by the questioner about the physical condition of your fist, weren't you?
Correct.
You didn't slip on the ice in July.
You said, I must have been hitting a heavy bag, right?
Yeah.
Boxing again.
Hit in the bag, yeah.
Just working out.
Now, I don't know. Isn't half the point of like a heavy bag that it's something that you can hit to not mess up your hands? Like, why would you be hitting something to mess up your hands? I don't get it. I don't get it.
When you work out on a heavy bag, you wrap your hands, don't you?
I do not know.
Yeah, dumbass.
So only your right hand gets injured over and over and over and over again. Not your left.
I'm not sure what you're asking me. What? You hit the bag with one hand tied behind your back. That's not a workout. Anybody ever seen the movie Lady in the Lake? Where it's like a mystical thing, but you don't know it till the end. But one of the dudes has got like the huge one side of his body or holding his shield or whatever. Lady in the Lake's a good movie. But that's Colin. He only trains one side of the body.
Only a big giant R word would hit a heavy bag without gloves or wrapping their hands.
You're right-handed, aren't you?
Yes.
You trying to toughen your knuckles up? Like why are you trying to toughen your knuckles up and that's why you're not wrapping your hand? I have questions.
So when you throw a haymaker, your hardest punch, that's with your right fist, correct?
Objection.
No, haymaker is not your hardest punch.
I would say they have equal. They're equal. I don't know. Not sure.
Your hands are not
All right,
equal.
Mr. Lally.
You're busting up your left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How do you be just as good with both hands?
What's up,
And
vagina?
you only ever get the injuries on one hand.
Have fun, Lally. She has to let this come in because he said he has never fought anyone and he doesn't like to fight.
Mr. Albert.
There we go. Big
Oh,
Take his
man,
clench in
does
his
that
butt
sound
cheeks
familiar?
as the sirens go by.
Outside the court sirens, mark your bingo cards, people.
Lally, those are the red flags, buddy. We can hear them loud and clear.
Yes, we can.
Lally, they're trying to warn you, buddy.
When those videos were made, you were a sophomore in high school, is that right?
Around that, yeah.
How old were you when you were a sophomore in high school?
16 years old.
And so that would have been at least a couple years before January of 2022, correct?
No, because he was 17 in January of 2022. Lally, are you paying attention?
He was 17 in January of 2022. So 16 to 17 is not a couple years. I'm a lawyer like you, Lally, and I am very bad at math, but that one I've got handled.
Dude, this is your case. Are you paying attention?
Or what is an advantage?
It's a club hockey team.
And
are you going to fucking tell me that you're telling an ice hockey team to roll up and you've never been in a fight? Bro, what? They're a club ice hockey team. Well, this just gets more interesting.
What, if any, relationship do you have with that club hockey team?
None.
Do they fight in hockey?
As far as what videos you were made and sending, were there any videos from that group that were made and sent to you?
Text messages.
And with regard to those text messages, generally speaking, what do they say?
Just name calling me and my friends, calling us like pussies and stuff like that.
Well, are you a pussy, sir?
Sort of a back.
Did you see the fights, Runkle? Holy shit. You can put up the little disclaimer. No one was hurt during the making of this video in all the fights that we saw. Those are like the let's fight your friends kind of thing. Not like a real, I hate this motherfucker. I'm about to beat the brakes off this son bitch kind of deal. You know what I'm saying?
One step down from boxing gloves.
Yeah, just put the gloves on and go to the gym.
Yep.
Yeah, more interesting.
Fourth, is that correct?
Correct.
Appreciate the
And
gym.
do you even play hockey?
Nope.
And were these people around your age at that time?
Yeah.
And were they kids from the same town or different?
I don't even know where they're from.
Did you even really know these kids or what the names were or anything like that?
Not at all.
Then how are they texting you?
So you're threatening people you don't even know with violence?
There is so
I will hear you.
much more here.
Your Honor, if we can make the argument outside the presence of the witness.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm going to
Let's do that. Let's excuse the witness so that we can talk about it outside his presence, because he's already been prepped enough about what's happening here.
Yeah, he needs to leave.
So Hayden, do you think she's going to let it in? I do.
I think she should be made to, but I don't think she will. I think she'll do whatever hop, skip, and a jump she can to keep it out.
You ain't
Mr.
lying.
Lally clearly opened this door yesterday. He presented
Let's check this out while we're just, let me get us here. All right, I don't know what's going on in here, but some people in here. So everybody be quiet. Listen, if it's not good, I'm not going to stand here. You know that shit, but it could be.
Force. It's not.
Oh,
worth it.
yeah. Oh,
And in the
yes.
first place, why you addressed me, and I felt like I had to reply. But then I thought it's better to just let it go. And a butterfly emoji I sent you. Okay?
Oh, that's so
I
sweet.
appreciate that you did that, but as you can see, I'm saying I did not receive that. I wouldn't have come on here.
Okay,
Why would I?
that's not my
why would I come
problem.
back like? No, I'm just being clear and to say I didn't get it. That's why I came here. So when you said 3 or
Okay,
4
but
times,
then
she's coming back at me.
Okay.
So that's good to know. But just to be clear, so you don't go. She came at me again after I contacted her. Did not see
Okay.
it. Looked a few minutes ago when I hung up. It wasn't there. So that's
Yeah.
all.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care. But you addressed me in the first place. I didn't address you. I didn't
You got
text you
Wabi,
in the
Koala,
first place. You did. So
Mike the Jerk,
This fuck.
there we are.
Nan,
Don't whine about it.
J7, Meredith.
Really. Get a helmet.
YBE.
I can't. Really, get a helmet. Yes, Nan. Oh, Nan, I have a question. I have a legal question actually. But Nan is busy working.
You gotta
right?
pay her some money so
Always
that you can retain her services. I
We
mean,
Nan, we still don't know if Turtle Boy, if he's arraigned in New Jersey, if the New Jersey judge can revoke his bail and put him in jail, or if it would be the Massachusetts judge who has to do that. We're still
so
not sure,
hopeful.
Nan, if you can answer that question. We're still not sure. We don't know. It's different opinions. Elise said, no, it has to be the Massachusetts judge, and Meredith said it could be also the New Jersey judge. So we don't know. That would be helpful. Talking about legal things, right?
These girls and Nina especially are wild, talking about putting him in
So
jail.
Nan would know. The only one in the chat who would really know would
Still.
be Nan. Maybe she's answering in the chat. That would be great to answer that question. Yeah, guys. So who else wants to come up? We're still up. Meredith, you're still up?
Come on,
I'm
Mike.
still here. Yep.
Come on, Mike.
Oh, Nan is coming up. Wait a second.
Oh, good.
She will answer a question.
We're in a truce with Meredith, so don't
Amazing.
start the number thing in the chat.
Hello.
Don't
You're
break
up.
it. We don't want to break our truce.
Hey, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for pivoting to a different topic. I was ready to
Thank
off
you.
myself.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like hunting around for whatever GIFs I could find to just
Yeah.
make it stop.
GIF.
You never know where the space is going, right?
You never know. I had hopped
GIF
in
is a peanut
earlier
butter.
and was listening, and I was like, all right, this one's a little flat. And then I hopped out, was back working, and then I hopped back in. I'm like, great, it's going to be exciting. And then I had to listen to that. So anyway, I haven't heard all that you're discussing, but if you have, I'm happy to answer some questions. I know you just mentioned the question about can the New Jersey judge revoke
Right.
Aiden's bail? The answer to that is no.
Okay.
You know, Aiden is out on bail and has bail restrictions or conditions up in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That's where they say the situs of the crimes
Right.
are, and only a Massachusetts judge can make a determination as to whether his bail should be revoked.
Okay.
Just for the record, I want to just be very clear because I've already seen some tweets today where people are like, "Oh my God, Nan wants him to go to jail. You think he deserves to go to jail for whatever reasons, whether it has to do with the New Jersey new indictment or his other conduct." And that is not that is fake news. Never said it. I have my own personal thoughts, but simply because I think he completely
It was skipping a little bit there. What's up, Mary B?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Mary B?
We stream sniped you for a minute.
You did?
It was an accident. The video rolled over to the next thing and it went straight to your stream. I was like, oh shit. We're sniping Mary B. Yeah.
I did a redirect here. Did you see it?
Oh, I didn't. Oh my God. Why didn't somebody tell me?
It worked and stuff.
We got bee stinged. I don't know what you're calling that. Anyways, we're just busting in on this damn spaces.
Cool.
Yeah, you got Koala, you got YB, you got Nan, Mike the Jerk.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Losers.
We got other shit to do. You know how this show goes. This might not be the greatest show in the world, but you get more content here than you get anywhere else because I cannot keep a train of thought.
And what he tweeted out there, I thought that was very creative. I mean, every lawyer has the right to do that.
Yep.
I wouldn't have done that. I
But
certainly wouldn't have.
he actually leaked it, right? Because before that, it was only a rumor that was posted, and he
Yeah.
actually confirmed that it was a cyber harassing charge indictment, and that's actually the leak because it's sealed, right?
Well, it's interesting you say that because I saw you write that. I don't know if it was in the Young Jerks
Yes.
chat or another chat. Maybe it was Elise's chat earlier, and I was like, she makes a fair point. But these indictments, when they're sealed, this is one of the reasons I took a little issue with his tweet because I'm like, okay, it's a
Of
sealed
course, Nan would
indictment.
believe Nina made a good
Ms.
fucking point.
Stachini has
Ridiculous.
every right to talk about whether or not there was an
What
indictment
up,
levied
expert?
against.
Good to see
Even
you,
if it's
buddy.
sealed, she can talk about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
that.
Oh, by
Okay.
the way, I don't mean to. I'm not sassing back at you. It's been a long day, and I
No,
know
no.
you're
I just
all
didn't know that.
and you're all learning this stuff.
Mhm.
So it's she can talk about it. And
Okay.
honestly,
trust.
I take. I don't want to say I take issue with. I strongly question whether or not this is sealed. I really do.
Oh.
I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and very, very rarely have I been involved with a sealed indictment. And usually, from my experience, that involves issues that
Oh, what's up,
are so
Kim? Good to
sensitive
see
in
you.
nature, involving children. Now,
Children. Yeah.
I do know from seeing on occasion some of Ms. Stachini's tweets or comments or chats that there were previously some overtures that allegedly may have been made by some as to her children or contacting.
Welcome to the Rat House there, Rosalind. I know everybody's kind of seen that she's made the hilarious fucking Bonergate AI videos. They're fucking hilarious. We played a bunch of them, remember?
Yeah.
But right now we're listening to the anti-Turtle Boys in their spaces because we drop in on people and shit. Like we got other content we're trying to do, but if I see some shit, I'm gonna be like, bam, we're going to this, and they're just gonna fucking bust up in here anonymously and wait for them to be in the chat going, they're listening.
Material and cyber harassment, at least what I know of the alleged cyber harassment in Ms. Stachini's case. I don't think this
If the
would
mods
involve any
wouldn't mind
sensitive
dropping
information. Like the
Rosalind's
fact that
page,
there's an
that'd be cool.
indictment, okay, it's not a secret.
Sorry, I can't control the spaces when I'm in them. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind grabbing Rosalind's page and dropping her link in the chat so people can sub up, and I'll play y'all one of her new ones out. She's got Bonergate 2 now, so it's fucking stupid funny. But I just don't want Jess Machado to think we're still beefing with her and shit. I really don't care. But I will laugh. I will laugh with you.
But this is where I get into a lot of discussions, Nina, with I don't know, just people on the internet where they're like, I'll say like his lawyer should
Me
be
too.
telling him to button it up, and maybe he doesn't listen. But that's when the lawyer needs to step in and be like, you either need to stop talking about this stuff and or stop doing these behaviors and or stop talking about other things that are just making you look worse. I'll use irrelevant
Oh, Regina,
commentary
hang in
that's been
there.
out
I'll
there,
get
like
bored.
what
I'll get
the
bored of it
path he
soon.
went down with,
Or what? Or what?
or I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm going to terminate the
You can
relationship.
say that as a lawyer.
You can, and I'm not saying that they haven't, that they had to do that, but it's a judgment call. It's a morality call for a lawyer. Like I was telling Steve the story about this, something similar a few months ago, and I was like, I had a client you know, he had a defensible case. I was getting ready for
sure.
trial. It was a criminal trial. It was making his matters worse. He
So
was
sure.
doing certain behaviors that were just making himself look much, much worse before a jury.
Yeah, you talked about it, right? I
And I'm
remember.
like,
Oh,
I
yes.
finally,
No.
the guy ended up forging a letter from
Yeah,
me and sent.
yeah, you said
And I was like, "Are you insane?" And I terminated the relationship. Like that, there comes a time when if your client isn't following your advice, then he's not being cooperative. He's making your job harder, and you should terminate the relationship.
What's up, Lolene?
You're listening.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'll keep listening, and if something good happens. It's starting to get heated, like more people in there, but nothing really good happening. So we'll go back to watching this, and then we're gonna catch the bus stop live after the debrief.
It's not as
And,
interesting if like everyone's all anti-Turtle Boy in the space. It's when there's people in there fighting back, or even all alive or whatever.
somebody will show up in there in a minute. We'll check it out. We're gonna finish this though.
Maybe
little-
TV
little
can.
cold one. Yeah, that's what we need to make sure that somebody pays attention to it better than me. So if
Does he-
somebody
he
crazy
doesn't-
gets up there,
Yeah, he doesn't have sex cult tonight, so maybe he'll show up in there.
but we're all kind of nervously thinking about the indictment in New Jersey. It's crazy.
Nothing to worry about. I mean, might end up having to be more money for him, but the more people go after him, the more support he's going to get with this ridiculous stuff.
All right, let's finish this colon video and just the next witness. It's awesome.
A series of photographs with this witness's family. His arm draped over his aunt. He's with his mom, looking very, very family oriented, etc. And Mr. Lally went further than that.
I mean, he has a
Specifically said, I want you to take a look at your face, your hands,
He did say
your
that.
extremities. Do you see anything unusual or odd about that?
Sex cult was last
Yeah,
night.
Lally keeps own goaling by trying
Moved
to
to last
thwart the defense at every turn instead of just proving his case, which is on Lally.
But he's the one who put that photo up because he's been playing defense this entire trial. This entire trial, he's been trying to get out in front of the third party culprit defense by showing, look at Colin's knuckles in February when his cousin came home from the Marines.
He then said, I've never been in a fight. Those two videos belie that testimony. There is no way to look at those two videos and say, this is not relevant to the issue of whether or not he has been in a fight.
Well, tell me how whether he's been in a... He might still not have been in a fight. He might actually just be all talk. So we're going to have to see. And I think that's where the court's starting to go.
Fight is relevant to an issue in this case.
Yes, by Paulo Glaz's side chick.
Whoever
Extract
hasn't read Federo's ex post, you should go read it. He explains it really well how shady this was.
Yeah, I think I read it earlier. I think we'll read it when we get to it. I think it's on the Bus Stop Live this morning, isn't it?
I haven't watched Bus Stop Live yet, but I believe he covered it because I heard someone say they saw it on there. But like I said, Federo made a
Oh,
post
really?
on X that broke it down.
We're about to watch it when we get done with this. 5 minutes left on this.
I kind of thought they weren't relevant impeachment based on the fact that he said he'd never been in a fight because those videos don't prove that he had been in a fight. In fact, he never actually made good on his threats for KO bang bang.
Appreciate it, Cal.
Roll up, pull up, whatever he said.
The Massachusetts State Police should have, if they were doing their due diligence, they should have investigated this young man. They should have investigated every single person that was in that house, in or around the home of where John O'Keefe was found, the Albert home, and they didn't. They did nothing to investigate whether or not there was someone in the house who tended to fight, who wanted to get in physical altercations,
Because
who had
John
a
O'Keefe
propensity to get
looks
in
like he
physical
died in a fight.
altercations, who was a fighter by nature, who threatened to fight, who threatened violence. That's what this young man has indicated he does constantly.
Falmouth would Smith did not open the door in reference to this, showing a photograph of someone and what they physically look like. There was no suggestion. The only
And you specifically asked about his hands, dude.
questions that were asked about fighting or anything of that nature were by counsel.
Ooh, Prince Lover.
Counsel thinks he opened his own door. I don't think that's exactly how that works. As far as relevance is concerned, Your Honor, there is
You asked.
no evidence here of a fight at all.
Except for the dead body that looks like it was beaten to a pulp. Except for the dead body that has injuries to
Yeah.
his face, where at least 3 of your first responders said he had what looked like an egg on the right side of his forehead. He looked like he had been beaten to a pulp. He had 2 black eyes, multiple skull fractures, including a 3-inch gash to the back of his head with no blood at the scene other than a couple of droplets of blood. He had defensive wounds to both his hands, John O'Keefe did. What looked like animal attack injuries to his right forearm and upper arm, no lower body injuries to the torso or legs to indicate that he was hit by a vehicle. And you're going to tell this court and the world that is watching right now that there is no evidence that there was a fight here, sir? Is that what you want the world to believe? This is outrageous. We are outraged. There's no evidence that there was a fight. Wow, dude, just when I thought you couldn't be any worse, you keep surprising me with your idiocy.
There was no evidence that this witness was even present at the house at the same time as the victim. There's no evidence of any animus between this witness and the victim.
No evidence. Oh God, they did not like each other. I don't think it was a joke. I don't think that John liked him at all.
No, they got way more in detailed about it with that. Was it the crap? What came out recently with Karen's interview with someone where she went into the full details of what happened the night Colin did that and how the camera started going off? Well, I know y'all know in the chat. Was it the backup notes from Gretchen Voss or something came out recently?
Gretchen Voss's piece that she wrote.
Not the one last night.
Okay.
This was about 2-3 weeks ago. Come on, somebody in the chat has already. It was a.
Oh, me, I got a membership? Sorry.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Interview recording with Gretchen Voss. Okay, yeah, Emily Seeeeees broke it down. That's where I heard it. She read the outtake that didn't go into the article that have been FOIA'd and goes through how they were asleep in the bed and the camera started going off and John got up, went down there, was at the doorway hollering, and it went back and forth. And then on another occasion, Karen was out in the yard during lunch when the kids were doing school at home during COVID, and they were like throwing the frisbee around on lunch break in the backyard, had music playing, and someone texted the niece that they needed to turn the music down, and it was thought that that was Colin as well. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty interesting.
And that's on
But
Emily
John did not
Seeeeees.
like
It's like a Emily Seeeeeees put it out as just a video.
No,
Or was
she
it on
covered it
live?
one night. It was on her live when she broke down one of the FOIA dumps, as she hates to say.
We would need, those are long shows. We would need timestamps on that.
Yeah, it was about.
Let's
I mean,
go
Emily.
back in here for a minute and see what's happening. Make sure we're not missing anything.
Board for me to hear little clips of Aiden, because I won't watch him anymore, but I see clips on X and people will be, posting that Aiden's talking about his intent after the fact, and he was intending to motivate the government and the law enforcement petitioning. Like, you can't fabricate intent after the fact. And,
that's interesting. That's an interesting point. Yeah.
Right. Now, and it didn't appear to me when he was doing some of these things real time or talking about them up until, present day. It never appeared to someone like me who has studied criminal intent as part of my legal education.
Okay.
And it just never jived with me that he was trying to petition the government in all of his conduct. That's just obviously.
I mean, maybe in part.
Right.
Maybe
kind
in
of
part.
Yes. Did he want to put more eyes on the case? Absolutely. Yes. But if you go and
they all do.
I'm going to use the lacrosse game as just an example. Like, you go to a lacrosse game.
That. Yeah.
Right. And you're going to start saying cop killer and why did you do this?
Petitioning.
Correct.
But may I ask you, could the judge dismiss
good to see you.
Some of the claims?
Yes.
And saying, okay, that was petitioning the government, but the other claims we're leaving, that's not petitioning the government.
So
I can't for long. So
the answer to your question is it depends on which.
But they didn't ask for that.
Which judge you're referring to? Like, for example,
oh God, I don't want to listen to mystical things.
I would actually say that right now, there's more evidence of a physical altercation than there is that Karen Reed committed a murder.
And more so is just there's no evidence of anything in this case.
Oh God.
Well, Lolly, I think we agree on that at this point.
Yeah.
It's not good to say if you're the prosecutor.
How do you say it? I know he was talking about something specific, but
No, I think that was a true Freudian slip. Like we have no clue what happened here, but we have to argue this because we're being told to.
yeah, Daddy said do it or we're gonna get a spanking.
In terms of evidence of a fight, I don't know what Mr. Roberts talking about. He says there's no evidence of a fight in this case. John O'Keefe looks like he had been beaten to death.
We don't know that yet. That's the problem, Alan. Here,
Yep.
maybe we're going to get a little bit of what they think the evidence will continue to show, but there's no evidence of it yet because Lolly hasn't put any of it in.
He's got 2 black eyes, a laceration in his right eye, laceration over his nose, a giant wound on the back of his head. He doesn't look like he was hit by a car.
He's 100% right. That is absolute record evidence in this case that he looked like he got beat up.
So Mr. Lally and the Commonwealth can take whatever position they want to. If they think those injuries are consistent with being hit by a 6,000-pound truck, they can knock themselves out. That is not the state of the case, and they don't get to dictate the state of the facts. The facts speak for themselves. Second,
the facts should speak for themselves.
Whether or not Mr. Albert was home that night or at the home that night, I don't think it's lost on anybody that Colin Albert was hidden, specifically and intentionally hidden from all of law enforcement for the first several months of this investigation.
True.
Nobody was willing to even say he was at the house. That is highly, highly suspicious.
All right. So I will. Look, why don't we take a 15-minute recess? I'll look at these and we'll come out.
She's going to go back there and make some phone calls because she's going to have some splaining to do to the higher ups in this case. I would submit to you.
So anyway, I guess my point here is I just want everybody to remember, because I feel like the Colin thing is Higgins is kind of taking over as everything Higgins did it. And I'm sure Higgins was involved, no doubt about it. And I'm sure Brian Albert was involved because the dog was involved. But I'm also sure Colin was involved because Colin's story doesn't make any sense. Colin lied through everything. So like for the rest of Colin's life, he's going to go around and we don't know what Colin did exactly. We don't know if he, who knows? We all have our theories. We don't know what happened. The police covered for Colin Albert. So we don't know what happened, but we know he was involved. And I want that to follow him around the rest of his life. Cause it's been 4 or 5 months and he didn't testify at the second trial.
While Turtle Boy is up, Lisa Tobin has made some stuff for the next fundraiser, or maybe when we do a fundraiser. Check these out. These are slates that are signed by Aiden.
How
Check
cool
that
is
out.
that?
Yeah.
Wait, what's all at the bottom? Is like a movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a movie cover or whatever.
Oh,
But
cool.
it's on a slate, so it's like a stone.
That
Pretty
is so cool.
Yeah. So next someday soon, she's gonna be selling them. I think there are about 19 of them, and they're all signed. So, and I'm thinking about starting the bidding on each one of them at 150. So that'll put a good chunk of money in the defense fund right there. Pretty cool, huh?
Love it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
And it's just really, it has to be, we have to constantly remind people that Colin Albert was involved in the murder of John O'Keefe. And if we're out here fighting, if we say we're still fighting for John O'Keefe, justice for John O'Keefe, right? That means never stop talking about what those people did to that poor man.
Yeah, and this is what they'll look like when they're set up, because they come with a stand, I think. Check that out. Lisa's here. Put the size in there. Whatever your size slate this is. It's probably not tiny, you know what I mean? Big chunk of stone right there.
Like,
Oh, not stone, but
there's
slate.
some way to hang a TV needs that as part of his backdrop.
Yeah, he needs to get himself one. Somebody needs to buy him one. For
Yeah,
Sure.
he shouldn't have to buy himself one from a fundraiser.
Yeah.
They murdered him.
Next witness.
Has done
Always-
it again. Yeah.
Always good. So I don't know how much of this is regular Bus Stop Live and how much is talking about the indictment. But I think when Samantha Benigno is on there, maybe it's then. So it's like a lot of JFK drama at the beginning.
They are approximately 5x7.
5x7.
That's
Size.
a good size.
Yep. Be pretty cool.
Here at Turtle Boy Daily.
Sorry. Guess we'll just start it right here.
Home Slice says it's later on.
Yeah. I missed this, so let's just watch some of it anyways.
Immediately, I'm like, oh,
Where'd you go?
you know, I know. Who,
Oh, she went through the
okay,
whole
sorry.
article.
By the
Okay,
way,
yeah.
remember that Michael Morrissey did go after Carney, but question.
I'm going to have to listen to that. I just need
$5.
6 hours.
That's Alex Jones had been long before Sandy Hook. He had been telling his followers on his, similar to Aiden though, like he had
There was still, according to their own murder, should you not be notified of that? How is that any different?
I want to hear
That's
this
what I
part
was
right
doing.
here.
I was using the up there 220 Google search 227. Sorry, 227, right? 227.
Mm-hmm.
27, 222. Why am I blanking on which?
What'd you say?
I was just gonna say, I mean, that's a great point. Like, whenever someone who's a sex offender moves into your neighborhood, you get something in your mail letting you know that they've moved in, so you can take caution. How is that any different from notifying people that people who may be murderers are living near you?
Yeah.
Because they haven't been charged. I would appreciate the notice.
Let's see what happens.
Which of those two? I don't know why those numbers are all conflated now, but the Google search. Which happened? Of course it happened. Of course she's lying about it. Come on.
Yeah. Of course.
Anyway. Did we realize though, like that's what's at stake? Like you can't walk up to somebody who's you very, very much in your soul, to your core, believe is responsible or at least involved.
All right, I'm going back to here. I'm losing the context.
6 hours long. You just have
We got time to watch it. Yeah, we're good. I'll speed it up.
takeaways and Turtle Boy guilty of witnessing
innocent are free.
Interesting.
Only we have a problem here.
Welcome. We are taking a look at this case from a psychological used to have. Like I walk in and there's a familiarity about that environment. And I immediately am like, oh,
Where'd you go?
you know, I know.
Oh, she went through the whole article.
By the
Okay,
way,
yeah.
remember that Michael Morrissey did go after Carney. But question.
This is a good point to stop and say, what you smoking on?
Tropicana cookies.
Ooh, Tropicana cookies. That sounds good. Ooh, I forgot what I have. It's not bright in here. It looks bright in here, but it's not. But I've got the raspberry jam. Super strong. Yeah, and soon we'll have the Bay Harbor Beauty fundraiser. However we're going to do that. We got to figure out how we're going to do it. We maybe do them all at once. That'd be a good thing to do all at once. So yeah. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna have to listen to that. I just need 6 hours.
That's Alex Jones had been long before Sandy Hook. He had been telling his followers on his similar to Aiden though, like he had a website where celebrate what an amazing. It would be like a wedding, you know. It could be like a weekend long festivity. They were false. The witnesses, he said.
Here we go.
Came,
oh, he's gonna play
right?
at the beginning.
All of a
Okay.
sudden, there's his intent was, oh, you babysat for 9 years. We know, you know, he spoke to court days. Like, you get Elizabeth. I don't think that Michael and Julie or Michael and Chris were buddies. That is not what I. You should be careful online, Grandma. That's amazing. Nothing disco. How cute. Thank you, dear. At Saucy Meets, what I want to show you from Turtle Boy. And then we're going to read this magazine article. And I need you with me to do it because I can't read it by myself. I get so angry that I have to stop and go through it. So let's start with this. And you tell me what you think.
Better when he was on my show, we were friendly. I haven't talked to him. So like, you know, I don't like. I'm ambivalent on Better. I think he's a skilled lawyer. I think he does pretty good. I think he did the best he could today. But I don't think he has. I don't think there's much he can do, right?
No, I mean, anyone who's been, you know, ensnared in the criminal justice system understands that the mechanism to dismiss any complaint, but especially an indictment, is pretty limited, right? So, I mean, even when they're crying about the fact that his intent was presented to the grand jury, I don't even think they had to do that to indict him, honestly, but it just kind of strengthens things because, I mean, intent is a trial issue, right? So if you have an issue with the way that the Commonwealth perceives your intent, the venue to hash that out is trial, right? And obviously the Commonwealth in this case feels like they have a provable case, so they're not backing down at this point. Like I knew as soon as this was filed, and this is the second motion.
So let's just put this into context. For those of you that aren't sure what we're looking at or listening to, this is Kate Peter. You might know her also as Masshole Mafia, or you might also know her as the person that is like the arch nemesis of Turtle Boy. hates him, has basically made her whole online presence and life about hating him. And as a result of that, she became an advocate for the McAlberts. But I think, as you're going to hear her say here, I don't know that she cares so much about them. What she cares about is hating Turtle Boy.
Exactly. She gets it. Welcome
Now,
to
why
my
is this
world.
important? Well, she's the one who sent the links from the intent folder and the changed show name. So she took certain of Aiden's programs, took certain little snippets, like seconds clips from his shows. And the shows are very specifically through the year 2023. So it's from like April of 2023 to September of 2023.
Yep.
Kay Peter took clips from that time, from his shows. And then so for example, she took a clip that Aiden was saying like, yeah, I hope Jen McCabe, Jen McCabe is a killer or something like that. And then changed the show title. So instead of it saying like, fighting for justice for John O'Keefe, it said like trying to intimidate Jen McCabe, not to testify.
Exactly.
Literally, that's like one of the show titles.
Yes. She gets it.
And of course, the Commonwealth was like, hey, great, thanks. They didn't like check their homework or check to see if any of it was valid. They just took it to the grand jury and presented it as she did, as she presented it to them. Dishonestly, of course. And they didn't check her credibility or even look into who she was, because why do they care? They don't care. Great, thanks. Thanks for the help. So of course, Kay Peter here is defending the intent during the grand jury because she's going to defend her efforts, right? She was the one whose information was presented to the grand jury. So silly.
Dismiss, which obviously the judge pointed out several times. Like, this has already been scrutinized. The indictments went through. Like, he's going to trial. That's it. But I think it's crazy how much money he probably spent on that isn't his money. He's bilking his subscribers to pay for this pageantry so they can bring up my name and say a bunch of really inflammatory and not entirely true statements. And again, to Federer's credit, he's probably taking his client at face value. But for instance, this entire forgery thing is not true. I've never been involved with a federal case with Aiden Carney. I've never been found to engage in any sort of fraud or forgery in any part of my life. There's not one finding that supports that. What he's talking about is I did attempt to file a stupid copyright claim on him early when we first were kind of feuding, and I filed it with, I had used like a template, like somebody else's complaint, because I'm an idiot, I'm not a lawyer, and I didn't know to change the docket number, right? Because obviously the court assigns the docket number, so when I used that as a template, I left that intact, and I tried to file it with the federal court, and they rejected it because it had a docket number on there that they didn't assign, and that was really the extent of it. Otherwise, my YouTube channel would have been taken down, and I would have had
how strong you are, Kate, honestly.
Did he really say
You
this?
can ask me anything about my involvement.
How strong you are?
I get where you're at. I have to say, like, I respect how strong you are, Kate, honestly. I respect a lot of the work you do. Like Jeff K says, you are a fucking assassin on those videos and the editing and the time that you put in.
I don't know what videos he's talking about.
And I've been in your position with this dude, obviously, in a certain respect. And I've reacted. And so, but I wonder about you, like, I go back to like when you left that voicemail for him, when you said it was fucking me, it's me, I put you in jail. Do you ever question yourself and say, like, am I going too far? Am I becoming him too much to get him?
Yeah, I was drinking. Like, if you listen to the message, I'm clearly mocking him, right? I start off by saying, hey, it's crusty days. I don't call myself that. I don't sexually harass myself, right? And the entire, I guess, the onus of that was what began that was the day that he had screamed at Peggy O'Keefe in front of the courthouse and called her a disgrace and degraded that entire family. And, was blaming Lindsay for this and that. Lindsay was upset. And I'm like, no, just fucking blame me. That was the point of that message. Go ahead. That it's me. Fine, it's me.
All right. So there's a couple of other things that, let me see if I can find them. I don't want to waste too much time with this, but there are a few things I want you to hear. Let's see if I can find it.
Turtle Boy, I call a cult. We see this even with Scientology. A lot of times, the ex-cult members end up creating a new cult. Do you get worried about that? That's one of the things the anti-Kara Reed people come at me. They want me to become anti-Kara Reed, and I say, how do you know I'm not going to join a new cult if I do that? And I just, I'm saying it facetiously, but there is an angle. People do call you almost like a Turtle Boy cult yourself. What do you think about that? And do you think about that? Like, am I becoming this?
Oh my God, here we go. Are y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all are ready. I don't think any of us are ready for this one.
I might not be.
This is another episode. Oh God, here we go.
Oh my!
I know some people don't like music and they're gonna leave, so whatever.
Look,
I'm about to laugh
like
at
that.
shit. Man. Me and Hacksaw.
The Mississippi State sign back there with the magnolia.
Yeah, this is some more slow rap.
Benny Mang and Hacksaw. Yeah, it's Danny Mang chilling with my boy Hacksaw, live streaming on YouTube, bringing that real talk raw. Out in Mississippi, where we taking nice and slow, while Randall's in the back living in his car though. Old man in his 50s thinking still got a chance, but all he do is mumble, homie cane in hands. He tried spitting bars, but they came out like the size, so sad it made LTL cry. That dude's a butterfly. We're taking it slow, talking that southern drawl. While Randall in the hood booger crew start to fall. Ain't no rhythm in your flow, so just quit, pack it up. Pack it up. Danny Mang and Hacksaw, we be sipping from the cup. Two-stepping on the beat, we chilling chillin' while we float. Randall wish he had a rhyme, but he can't steal the show. I roast LTL, that boy cries like a kid. And Mike Crawford screaming jeans, guess he just hid. Sitting in his car, living sad and alone. Meanwhile, I'm out here building up my throne, talking slow with the folks. Why these wannabes tweet? You ain't got, but it takes your game's obsolete. We taking this slow, talking that southern drawl. While Randall in the hood booger crew start to fall. Yeah, yeah. Ain't no rhythm in your flow, so just quit, pack it up. Danny banging hacksaw, Danny banging hacksaw. We be sipping from the cup. Hey, oh Randall, get a grip. Can't you see that you're fake? You rap like a grandpa, but what a mistake. Hop in your car, take it slow to the side where the real ones hang out. We don't need your pride. I'm living simple, no need for the bling. While you out there struggling, looking like a has-been. With Hex all by my side, we taking over the scene. Creating waves on YouTube, living out the dream. Keep talking about the game, but your skills don't show. Just dead weight, Randall with the stars of the show. So step back and relax, let the real one shine bright. Danny Mang and crew bringing heat, ready to fight. We taking this slow, talking that southern drawl. While Randall in the hood booger crew start to fall. Yeah, yeah. Ain't no rhythm in your flow, so just quit, pack it up. Danny banging hacksaw, Danny banging hacksaw. We be sipping from the cup. So keep it slow, keep it real. That's the way we roll. Randall in your car, just another lost soul. Danny Mang's on the rise while you fade in the mist. Talking slow in Mississippi, it's a lyrical twist.
Bam.
Nice.
Back to this.
I worry about that.
Can I just
You're becoming
interject
Turtle Boy?
something here? I have to interject.
Okay, let's hear the mic segment.
This is to me. This is just beyond absurd, right?
Yes.
Like, what makes me a member of our community
Thank you,
is
Sally.
my deep
Gonna make me cry.
care and desire to see
Not really.
justice for Boston Police Officer John O'Keefe.
Exactly.
I don't care about Turtle Boy. I will support him because what they're doing to him is disgusting, right? But if I believe the way that I do now,
How hard is that for people to say? Like, why? How come so many adults can't just get that? That like, you don't have to like me to think Karen Reed is in it. It's just so simple. It's such a simple concept. And so many of these emotionally immature adults, I can't believe how many of them there are. Like that just on a dime can just switch from Karen Reed is completely innocent to Karen Reed is guilty a year after Karen Reed has been fully acquitted by a jury. I mean, a year later, this is a done issue. Karen Reed's been acquitted. She didn't do it. It's over. Move on. And because they get mad at me, they then change their position. I mean, this is just wild, wild. It's like, I mean, she should do a whole thing on TBDS.
now that Karen was guilty, then I would probably be on the anti-Karen Reed team, right? My point is, it's not something that like, I'm just, oh, today should I wear my red t-shirt? Oh, tomorrow I'll wear my blue team shirt. You know, the way that the way he's talking, you know, you see what I'm saying? See why I'm having such a hard time with this? Like, who gives a shit? You can call whatever. You can call it whatever. You want to call it pro Karen Reed? You can call us whatever you want. But at the end of the day, what makes me a member of this community is really one thing. I have a deep, deep sense of responsibility and obligation to stop the outrageous injustice that is happening in Norfolk County. That's it. And no matter how much I do or don't like aiding County, that isn't going to change my opinion. Who gives a shit what he's doing?
Exactly.
Who cares?
Exactly.
If I hate
Exactly.
somebody
How
so
hard
much
is that? How hard is
I
that?
am prone to change my belief about whether Karen Reed is innocent or guilty. Something is wrong.
Yes.
Like something's wrong. Maybe my beliefs weren't very solid to begin with.
Yes.
Maybe I've lost touch with the reason why I was a member of that community to begin with.
Welcome to TBS. She's new to this.
Yes, that's it. That's why
She's
we're all
new.
here. Like what brought us together
She
is a
needs to
shared
do-
desire to see justice in the.
She needs to do like a real deep dive into what is TBDS. She's the most equipped to do that. There are so many patients out there that can be discussed. So many. It's just wild.
Most outrageous, disgusting injustice where a woman was being framed for a murder she frankly didn't commit
Yes.
by a community, by the man, by prosecution, by the DA's office with an endless budget. Michael Morrissey's like, hey guys, you know, writing the state, I need another couple million for this trial. Thanks. Smiley face. I mean, And so that leads me to this.
I didn't ask for money, he just offered it, so I took it. And so he, because that's how he has to build up an audience, by paying for it. And so how could you give me advice if everything I'm charged with happened in a 6-month period, April to October of 2023, in which I had never spoken to you before? How could you have told me to scale it back?
Glasses, Turtle.
Explain that one to me, because I'm charged with things from April to October of 2023.
Yeah,
That's the
April
case.
to
I
October.
didn't know you then, so how could you have told me to scale it back? How are any of my problems the result of me not listening to your advice, which you never gave me?
And just note, I tried to find the feed for this without Aiden in it, but I just couldn't find it. I don't know where the hell it is. I went through LTL. He had a post. I couldn't find this. I could not find this.
Oh, it was on
there. So if somebody knows where to direct me to find the original feed, I would love to know where it is.
It was on Hood Booger Talk Radio, aka the JFK show, but it's like a 10-hour stream. So good luck finding the timestamp. I don't know.
How to get to it, but I could not find
I think he just wants to, well, both times blazing. I think it's just part of who he is now. Like he's got to go to the full extent. He can't pull back. It's going to make him look weak. And I think he's going to ultimately get in a lot of trouble. You don't think
Yeah, it's like I don't pull back because it makes me look weak. Yes, I'm not like you.
So, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because this really made me very, very anxious, very nervous. Like these were people who, when I first learned about Aiden, I don't know however long ago that was now, a couple years ago maybe. These were like that was, they were all kind of, I thought, friends. All these people, I thought they were in the same camp, right? People that supported Karen Reed.
Yeah.
Just keep listening.
Because I actually believe in something. I don't plea. I don't bow to the state. I don't give in to corruption. I don't offer to stop saying things because a corrupt government has told me to. You do. That's why you're BLT, because you are not a threat to the. Be right back. Refill time. Don't go anywhere. Watch a movie. Let's see.
Yeah, while he does that, I want you guys to check this out. Oh God, are y'all ready again? I know all the people who hate music have already left, so 50 people
I'm
left.
ready.
Yeah, we love it. So keep playing.
Yeah, 50 people left. But I
Fuck
told you
them
guys,
people.
please drop Rosalind's page. Please, mods, Rosalind Duke. Check this out. I know that everybody's beefing and shit, but I don't give a shit. Fuck them. This is fucking hilarious.
Before we get too far off into this, let's make a public announcement that since J7 has been here lately, unfortunately, she's made a bunch of derogatory comments about Baker while being here. And I am apologizing to Baker in the public because that wasn't my intention. And I don't want people to think that this is an anti-Baker channel. I was just trying to ride that out and see if that would go away. Kind of hadn't gone away. So I got to kind of make an effort to let it not be me, even though I love both of them. By an inbox going ping, 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 piggity, piggity, ping, 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 ping. And I was wondering, what did I do now? I made a decision that I blocked a person on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter, on my WhatsApp, on my phone, in my multiple email inboxes. And that is what I had to do. I haven't talked about it. I won't talk about it. I know that person has been talking a lot about me. That's their prerogative. I don't have the same need. I know earlier in the week, someone was making jokes about me, and I wish, just to be absolutely honest, maybe don't make those jokes, because I will not make jokes about you. I wish, just to, if you have any questions, my DM are open. Before you tell 1,200 people stories about me, you're more than welcome to reach out and say, I have heard this. I want to share this story. Is it true? But maybe remember that I also spent close to 20 years in politics. One of the first rules in politics are, do you want to see it on the front page of the news articles? Just make an inbox going ping, 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 piggity, piggity, ping, 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 ping. I find it sad that Danny felt the need to do that. I wish Danny would just have reached out to me and asked if I had any ill will towards him, because I don't. I have been on Danny's show. I like being on Danny's show. I got to meet Crazy Amy on Danny's show. I got to meet Cosy G on Danny's show. Sadly, I got to meet Dean on Danny's show. And I think Danny has a really good concept. He has some great co-hosts. He has a unique way of doing stuff. and I can do nothing but support him in all of what he's doing. But sadly, that's how the internet works sometimes, because drama sells, and some people really, really dig all of the drama. And they want to make drama. They want to make drama between people where there is no drama. It's not like there isn't enough drama to go around to begin with. We all do what we want to do. Again, I'm 27 years old. I'm a grown man. Whatever I choose to do, I don't know why it could be anyone's problem but my children's. As long as I don't need a shot of penicillin or anything, why the hell does anyone need to know about it?
So we're going to talk about the Broken Baker right now. I was privy to some statements that he made about me and my show. Okay?
Is that how she started off this whole thing was about her show?
I was told that he wasn't a fan and that my show was too gossipy and too drama and he didn't really want to associate with me. I have known that for a very long time. I have never said that publicly. I never shared that.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not going to let her use my platform to talk about somebody she had a relationship with.
This is awkward.
So I messaged him directly. I wanted to just kind of say, so Jess Walsh is a supporter of my show, not just financially. I'm Team Jess for those two reasons. She's a defender and supporter of my show.
Money, 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 money.
But I did go to Baker and asked him about it, and he did not deny that he said those things about me. I've existed in this space of YouTube knowing that he wasn't a big fan of mine. I do what I want, and it is effortless. Trust me.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's fucking crazy good.
I've never seen Baker's like response to you before. Somehow I missed that.
Yeah. That shit's hilarious. I don't know what was on. I think Ownergate 1 is the only one I haven't watched. But you know what we can do about that.
Roll the footage.
Yeah, make sure you go and sub up. She is fucking really good at this. It's awesome.
Oh, snap.
No, Jenny Lynn.
Oh,
Rosalind
snap.
Duke made this. Look at that freeze frame. That's why the mods are supposed to be dropping the link. Come on, moderators. Don't make me call Dean on the phone. Look at this. Fucking hilarious.
There was some sort of structure here to what I was doing, which was building up
Oh, get the fuck out
my
of here.
Twitter account, which I did through Karen Reed, covering the Karen Reed trial. Well, building up my Substack first with all my investigative stuff. That was at the beginning of the year. There's a pattern here.
A pattern, sir? A villainous pattern indeed.
People coming at me like, there's a very specific thing here.
You speak English?
Build the Substack and get the subscribers to follow the Substack. Follow Karen Reed.
I've just got to relax and write it out.
And build up the Twitter account. And then start a YouTube channel and partake in drama so that I can get people over here so they can listen to me when I have something to say. What is going on with you and Broken Baker? You know what? I'm not even going to, let's just ask it right now. What is going on with you and him? I need to know about, number one, is Broken Baker married? Did you have a sexting back and forth with him at all at any point?
Why do you care?
Broken Baker, from what I read, I'm hearing Jess Walsh say that Broken Baker was apparently saying to Jess Walsh that we, as a group, like as a collective group, like as bunnies, we were anti-Semitic because we platformed Cain, and you were defending us to him, and therefore you two had a fight. He was my best friend for like 4 months. We talked every day, and then he lost his mind. We cannot talk shit about a content creator who I don't have shit with currently. If he doesn't like me anymore because we platform Cain. I'm not saying I have some tea about, so there's something I wish I could talk to you about. There is some serious fucking tea that I wish I could talk to you about. I don't feel guilty saying that to you. I don't feel guilty. I just want to let you know that I wish more than anything I could fucking tell you about a fucking.
No.
Going on. It's too personal, and it doesn't have anything to do with me. Just very adjacent to it. But man, do I fucking want, because I know that some of the people who listen to me will know who I'm talking about. Jason.
Why would you do this?
To talk about it. I can't do
Such
it.
a good episode.
Miss Walsh, listen, I understand that you and the baker broke up and that he doesn't want to answer your calls. And if he were in this country, he would most definitely be applying for a 209A. I also love how you hype up all of my things and you say, get in here. Jess Machado is doing the Horizon Social Chat. You probably already did that. So great hype, girl.
What are those little, she's a Tasmanian devil. She just does what she wants. She growls. Is he single? That's all I can see. It's a little Tasmanian devil that goes crazy all around asking if he's single. She is on the hunt. She is on the hunt for her soulmate. She is on a revenge tour because of what Baker did to her. You know what, Baker? I'll say it. I'll say what everybody else will say. Fuck you, Baker. Why'd you do her like that? What'd you do to her? She's got such a soft heart. She's hurt. Did you or did you not send her dick pics? I need to know.
God, Sandra, do you ever stop talking?
Fake Baker from another country. She has taken to chat roulettes, filled a hole in her soul left by that Danish short man. Thank God, because I was taking some internet heat for associating with a man with 30 DUIs and not calling him out on it. Yeah. No worries. I'm going to do a large iced creme brulee with whole milk. Can we do no cinnamon on that? Jessica Walsh had a internet relationship with, I think he sent her dick pics, quite frankly. And then one night he said something in the chat and he banned her for life. And I don't really know the whole story, but hoes before bros, that's basically where I'm at.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh God, people. Subscribe. That shit.
That's awesome.
Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Good job, Rosalind. Good job.
Yeah, for real. Damn.
No, it was called Feeding the Ducks. It is.
Esty was in the chat too.
You know? We're feeding ducks. Come here, duckies. Eat it. Eat it. Chew it. Swallow it. Don't bite my finger. Be nice. Close one. Feeding the ducks.
Archie.
You like that, ducky? Take it. Take it, duck. You like that, duck? We're best friends, duck. You want more? Don't be greedy. Feeding the ducks. We're feeding the ducks. We're feeding the ducks. We're feeding the ducks. Who? Me? Feed the ducks?
Don't bite. Don't bite. Okay. Yeah, I don't know I don't know where Este's allegiance is currently live.
For what he's saying here, but it's them talking like Aiden should go to jail. That's the way it sounded.
Yep.
It was appalling.
Yep.
Now, I don't know where that's coming from. I have to assume it's coming from a place of a lack of understanding about what he's being charged for or
Yep.
with.
No,
or why.
they never knew, Samantha. They never knew.
But to hear these guys,
Samantha's in here?
I don't know what Aiden did to
Este's
them.
in here. What's up, Este?
Obviously did something and they don't like it. I get it. But how strong were your beliefs? If now you don't like Aiden, so now he's guilty of intimidating Jennifer McCabe?
And I wasn't speaking for you, Este, just to let you know. I didn't say anything negative. I'm agnostic towards Este. That's it. I have no opinions on Este. So there we go. Good or bad.
Are we serious? Is this a joke?
You don't say anything that they're concerned about. You never have. You never will. You're what they want me to be. You're what the corrupt government wants me to be. They want me to be you. They want everyone to be you. Because if everything was you.
Because what he was saying right before, what Aiden's saying here is that he told Turtle Boy to scale it back. Maybe you should scale it back. Maybe you should lay low for a while so that you get off the radar screen of the government.
Right.
Now, I understand.
All right. Is she on with Turtle Boy this morning? She's watching, doing her own show. He's watching and he's got his self position under her.
Right.
Which one is it?
The second.
Okay. So this is Inception.
So
We're in the
watching
third
her,
layer.
watching him, watching JFK and LTL.
And we're watching.
We're watching
Yeah,
him watch her.
Yes.
Him watch JFK.
This is a pretty layered Inception right here. Nice.
I understand that. I get it.
Has original
But it
content.
does kind of, it does imply that you believe he's guilty of something if you're saying that Aiden should scale it back.
Hmm.
Right? He should shut up, is what they're arguing here.
Yeah, he should. It also implies that you should. That's what they want me to do. They want me to shut up. These charges were designed to get me to shut up. You're literally cowering to a corrupt government, right? Because they told you to shut up. And more important,
Look at the layers right there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. And they're really if they had it on screen, we'd be in the 6th layer. It's pretty sweet when you say it real slow. Sweet.
Importantly, my bigger point with that was that if they actually read the charges, I have nothing in the charging documents comes after October 11th, 2023. Nothing. Belozos even stated, I have no interest in anything that happened after. That's why he's not interested in any of the Lindsay Gattani stuff, because it came after October 11th, 2023. He wants to focus on a 6-month period. So BLT urging me not to talk, which he never did, by the way, after.
Oh, Mary B, do you want to say anything about that?
Oh, yes. I was not at the Wilbur. So obviously, JFK is just dreaming about me.
I think he's talking maybe about Janine.
It might be. I don't like.
I think it might have been.
It could have
But,
been, yeah. Because
but we watched the whole interaction they had, so I don't remember any of them
Well,
touching.
Janine's like super friendly. You know how Janine is.
And can I take a picture with you type thing? Yeah.
Yeah. I could see Janine just being like, just overly friendly. That would make him be a fucking asshole about it, even though Janine is amazing and she's so sweet. And
But I don't know that it was her. He can be talking about anybody.
He's actually said
Or he's just
before
fucking
that it
making it
was.
up.
He actually said before that it was MJ. Back around Christmas time when he was ragging on the people on the panel.
Oh
real hard,
yeah.
he was like, and that girl MJ, she was all over me at the Wilbur. Like, can I get your autograph? Can I get your like that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So we know it's a
totally
lot.
MJ. That's totally
And
MJ.
he was
It
there.
could be MJ for sure.
Yeah, but
I think
then-
it's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
sitting
he
there
just
on
wants to
the-
fucking talk shit.
I was on the lawnmower, and when I heard him say that, I'm like, that's a lie. Mary B was on stream with us that night. She couldn't go. And I kept messaging Danny in the chat. I'm like, Mary B wasn't even at the Wilbur.
Yeah,
but he
but
never
I'm not
came.
gonna do anything about it. Just let him lie. Shit. Fuck.
Because I had wicked FOMO because I couldn't go because I had to work.
Right. I remember very well. But you came on here with us, and then Cosby came on, and we played his phone into the Wilbur
Archie,
for
shut
the
up.
first time because he didn't make the cutoff or whatever.
Yeah. A long time ago.
So
October 11th,
He
2023, which is, I didn't even go on the show till after I was arrested. So BLT urging me not to talk after I've already been charged wouldn't help me, because nothing I've said after I was charged has been used against me. Only stuff before I was charged. BLT. If all of us were like you, there would be no free Karen Reed movement. There would be no people outside. There would not be $1.1 million raised. There would not be gigantic awareness of this. They want me to be you. They don't want you to go and find the plow driver and do all this stuff. They don't want any of
And
that.
that's the other thing, and I want to give credit where it's due.
Thank you, Samantha.
It may be true that 86% of us, roughly, did not hear about the story through Aiden, but he broke a lot of the facts around the case. Like, he went and found Lucky, right? Steve Scanlon, like, he was so on top of this with that Canton corruption series in the beginning. That's how he got all the information, a lot of which Karen would go on to use in her trial. Like, it was Microdots and their video of the waterfall that Karen's team didn't even know about. Chris Albert grabbing Brian Higgins and like pulling him aside. Like, do you know what I'm saying? What do you mean that Aiden did something? Like, the way they're talking is like he actually tried to intimidate witnesses not to testify.
I found out last night when you do the gems like that on a phone, it like pops up the gem and shit and covers the whole chat and does a little dance and shit. But it don't do that
Yeah,
on
it's
these computers.
YouTube trying to be like TikTok. Just stay in your lane. Come on, apps. Stay
Yeah,
in
let's
your
just
lane.
keep being YouTube. Don't worry about
We
TikTok.
don't want
You
that
lost
shit.
your fucking mind.
Exactly, Samantha.
I'm sorry. This is that.
Have you
I don't care about the drama. There's one reason and one reason only why we are here in my mind, and it is to see justice for people who are responsible for a death, and then who tried to frame somebody else for that death, actively, still to this day.
Oh yeah, she has a lot of those JFK people in there, like Jermaine and other people that are like always in her chat, and Sherry D and all of them. So they were probably losing their fucking mind in here.
And I am so convicted in that belief that there's no shaking.
And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, like what public opinion polls show that 80% of people or whatever, like Melanie put a poll up, what was it 78, 80% did not find out about the case through me, right? Exactly. So that helps my defense, obviously, because I didn't brainwash. People found out about this independently. And it also shows that, like, not everyone found this case out through me. Most people did not find out about this case through me. They found out about it because it was on the news, right? Because it was broadcast on every YouTube channel, on Emily D. Baker, Emily D. Baker's got like 1 million subscribers, right? Most of whom are not subscribing to me because I have a fraction of that. Most of Lawyer, all these much bigger channels than me were covering this Karen Reed case, right? Independent of me. But as Melanie points out here, this is a domino effect, right? Like how did it get to them? How did it get big enough that it became on the radar of everyone else?
What is that? Lubin fall asleep?
No, it's the fucking dog.
Oh, the dog fell asleep. Your dog's sitting, I forgot.
It's fucking under the desk.
Love that.
I was trying to record meditations today and I couldn't because he always has to be in the same room as I am and he snores wicked loud. I have to wait till I go back home to do that.
How did it get there? That's what I did. That's where the protesting came in. That's where the activism came in. That's where the 3 times a week live show came in. That's where, like, me just constantly talking about this. That's where 553 articles on the Canton cover-up came in. All that shit, right? So yeah, that's where I came in. So I kind of started this domino effect, and then consequently, everyone else started talking about it, right? And so you might not have heard about it directly from me, right? But without me getting it out there, does it ever even come up on Emily D. Baker's radar? Like, is anyone even paying attention to this case? Because murder cases happen all the time in Massachusetts. There's murder cases going on everywhere, all across the country. And only the most interesting ones get discussed by law tubers, right? And not even the most interesting ones necessarily, because there's probably some really interesting ones out there that nobody knows about. But how did we find out? How does stuff become content for all the law tubers? How does it get to that point? Well, that's where people talking about it does. Like what's everyone talking about? They talk about the stuff that everyone else is talking about. A lot of people were talking about Richard Allen, right? How did an obscure murder case in this random boony town in Indiana become such a big thing? I don't know. I don't know who the turtle boy was for Richard Allen, right? In Delphi. I don't know who that was because that's kind of an obscure one, right? I mean, and 2 girls got killed, which makes it obviously very, headline provoking. But kids get killed all the time.
7 years before an arrest, or something like that.
Unfortunately. So how did that case become what it was? Somebody must have been out there pushing for it and talking about it behind the scenes, because it wasn't like live streamed or anything like that. So someone was out there. I mean, I know Bob Motta got into it, but was Bob Motta the first person? Did Bob Motta randomly come across a murder case in a small town in Indiana? Is he the kind of the straw there?
Man, I wish. Oh man,
such a big
See,
thing.
that's where it was huge. I mean, like, just the whole build up. These girls were missing for years before, a suspect actually came to light.
Right. It was like 7 years before there was an arrest. And there
And
was
that
so
elusive
many
video was
documentaries.
around.
Yeah, there were several documentaries done and released.
Oh yeah, we've watched them all.
Yeah.
Well, let's see
for
what these
sure.
people are doing. Let's jump back real quick. See.
I bet Nan's still talking.
Here we go.
Reason for that one.
Bob, you're on.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
You're waiting a long time. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Nan just
I
finished
had a
talking.
question for him, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
No,
One
it's
thing
all right.
is on the case for Aiden
Was that
right
our
now,
fault?
Mhm.
criminal charges, that judge ordered or
Yeah, I
set the
think so.
record that he's only responsible for what he did between April and October of that year, 2023.
Yes, because
So,
that was presented to the grand jury, right?
well, anything he did during that time can be
Yes.
part of this case, but things after, he said no. Now, if he was found guilty in 2 different places and, for sentencing, they can take other situations and, they always, with sentencing guidelines, they always take
What's up, Hubie's
everything
chick?
into play,
Yeah,
right?
Nan, that I asked the question to Nan, what can come into sentencing, and she basically said not what he did after the fact, right? So
Now, usually sentencing, you can include everything. It's during the trial that things are prejudicial. But during sentencing, the judge has to figure out what is best for, society, basically. So
Yeah.
if they see other things, the other thing that she wasn't 100% clear on, but only the judge that ordered the bail, or the judge that let him out on
Yes. The
pretrial bond,
Massachusetts judge, actually. Yeah.
that's the only judge
What's up,
that can
Cop
revoke
Starter?
a bond.
Yes.
Just see you.
Yes. He
So,
said that.
and they can do it for any police contact.
Yeah.
But my question is, with this New Jersey thing, which has got everybody in here, do you really think that's cyber harassment? Writing a story?
I
Because
think there's a lot more to it, though. Sorry. We haven't
Ooh,
heard all the
Bob.
evidence, but from little bits that I've heard, I think there is way more than just one little story that was written.
Meredith, can you take over for 2 minutes? I need a toilet break.
Yes.
But I can't take my phone.
Please
Because it's
clip
basically
that, dude. There's you a sound
But
bite.
make sure you put yourself on mute.
No.
You need a toilet break.
There's the
God,
soundbite
please.
right there. We need that soundbite. All right, they're on toilet break. Let's go back to this.
Oh, Meredith is about to take over. She's about to spit back.
He must have been.
Oh, she's taking over.
She's already been wrong about her legal analysis before I even came up here, saying that yes, the judge could revoke his bail over it. Like,
And it's not just one instance of cyberbullying or whatever. There's a lot more to it that we just don't know.
yeah, like she kept inserting herself into every stream and everything, changing her name. She wanted attention. She's a lonely housewife whose husband's a lawyer, and she's sitting there like, I'm not getting attention. Maybe this murder victim's brother, who's always on TV, can help me get it. And
All
then
right,
I'm going
let's
to go
get in
into
there.
the journalist.
Let's get in there. Let's see what they're talking about.
There's got to be more to it, or a grand jury wouldn't have indicted him, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, a grand jury indicts a lot of people because they don't need much evidence.
I guess we'll see. But I bet
It's
there's
just
more
how
to the
it's presented.
story. I bet you there's tons more that we don't know.
There
Because
could
you
be,
want to
but
be.
what about,
I
because
think
she
we
was
would
talking
know.
about bias. So if people can't write their biases, because everybody has the bias, all the regular news has a bias, different YouTubers have bias. Gretchen Voss, that was a hit piece, right? That was bias, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm sure there's more than just a blog that he wrote. Like you can write a blog about an opinion and you don't get indicted in New Jersey for cyber harassment. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's more to this than just he wrote a blog about somebody. That's my point.
Well, that's what everyone assumes, but I mean, the t-shirt lady didn't have any more.
And neither did the
And he
prosecution of
didn't get
Karen
indicted for
Reed.
that, did he?
Yeah,
Right,
maybe
but
she was scared. You know?
Yeah, she
Oh,
didn't
he
get
was done taking a
he didn't
shit.
get indicted. I'm sure that he had his, because I'm sure it wasn't a strong case, right? And so he had all his people probably going harassing her.
If
And
there was
she
more,
just
we would
told
know
I mean,
it.
I have no idea, but it wasn't, he didn't get indicted for cyber harassment. So obviously there wasn't anything there. So what do you think, Bob? You think that he's just getting indicted because he's Turtle Boy? That there's no, like, what is your take on it?
This is the
Well, doesn't it
prosecution
look
of the
like in
hearing.
the
I can't control the volume
criminal
in here.
cases he has that the same people he was speaking out about are the ones who are trying to silence him? Doesn't it look like that?
What do you mean? Like the witnesses, they're trying to silence him?
The police
Oh, so
and the
you,
witnesses, but the police. I mean, the same people that he's talking about are the same ones who arrested him. They're the same ones who worked that case.
well, he's not getting charged. I mean, there's the witness intimidation charge. The trial that he has is not against, I don't think any police officers are in there. I think it's Jen McCabe,
Right.
Jen McCabe. It's no police officers, right? I think they
But-
dropped the Tully charge. So
Yeah, they did.
yeah, so
But-
it's not the
But-
people that he's speaking out against, the police that
Ron
he
Albert,
has witness
officer.
intimidation charges against, right?
Right. But the police listened to them, right?
I mean, I guess
I mean, if they're
that's
just
not, you're not charged because the police listen to you. I mean, like,
no, because
who
they
charges
worked the
you?
case. There's all the evidence that you've had and other people have that they were trying to get him on something, right?
So you think,
Because
all right, so let's get this straight. So you think it's a conspiracy that the police are out to get him. So that's why he's being charged with witness intimidation.
Ding, ding,
there
ding, ding,
were
ding.
200 people at the rolling rally. He's the only one that got charged.
Yeah, but Bob, now he's charged in New Jersey. So New Jersey is also corrupt.
Or
And
Massachusetts reached out to New
all the
Jersey.
police in New Jersey are going after Boy.
They're all
I mean,
corrupt
that's
everywhere.
ridiculous, right?
No.
Back to the rolling rally, though. I think that the reason he got charged is because he was the only one speaking. He was the one on the megaphone,
Yeah, that's
calling out the
reason they used
people.
it. But,
Yeah.
but
Oh
if
my God. Sorry, that was a motorcycle that just went by. It's so loud.
if that's illegal, then somebody calls the police and the police show up.
Yeah, I wonder why no one called the police.
Right. Why didn't the police show up?
I don't know.
Why did they put up cameras in
So-
advance?
I mean, people do things illegally all the time where the police aren't called and the police don't show up and then they're charged. I mean, any crime.
I mean,
That's true, but this was quite obvious what was happening. And if they come up with it much later that they want to charge him for that. My point is, there's a lot of evidence that looks like they're trying to silence, because he's saying one group of people did this crime against John O'Keefe, and they're saying she did it. And most people in the spaces are still saying she did it.
Well, people were not going around and like accusing other people of committing a crime, though. He was going around telling everybody, anybody chasing after people, telling them that they were murderers and cop killers. Like I didn't see one other person doing that. If you did, I would like to know, but I didn't see anybody at the rolling rally. I didn't see anybody at lacrosse games. I didn't see anybody at court. I didn't see anybody on their YouTube. I didn't see one single person saying
I
that.
didn't see anyone at Karen's house.
What?
Nobody.
Picketing.
Nobody. Not one person.
And calling her a cop killer.
Yeah. So
Well,
like your
Kate
point
Peter said
your point's not like landing because that didn't.
Damn it.
This is absolutely ridiculous. There was
She was in the
several
Clan
people,
9.
several
Yep.
people hollering at the Rolling Rally. Several people
You guys
hollering.
realize you're arguing with Meredith on, I mean,
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to win that argument.
No one else hollered at the lacrosse game because Richie was just filming. But the other two, yes, several people voiced their convictions that Karen's innocent and that they're guilty.
I mean, Esty was blasting music and dancing outside the state house.
Jackie, no doubt, should be able to ask questions. And then if it rises to the level of harassment, then the harassment charges would have stuck. But when the harassment charges won't stick, you go to some bullshit nobody knows about. And
He's talking about the restraining orders 1
Yeah.
week before.
I mean, you could just file harassment charges and do it that way.
I mean, that's
Witness intimidation. It's for like the mafia, man. Come on.
Oh, that's not O'Neill. It's somebody else. I
I
thought
knew
it
that did
was-
like Meredith to me.
Yeah.
That's MLF Pink Lady.
Yeah.
Young Jerks is still up in there though.
This fuck.
Ugh,
What
what
cry
is Meredith?
Of course, because he eats, sleeps, and breathes Turtle Boy, but
Yes,
acts
he
like he
does.
doesn't.
Yes, he does. Let's do something.
Look at this case. Look.
1 hour left in this show. How long we've been going? Well, right on time. I don't think she's married. Getting married already?
I heard someone else, or I read someone else ask that in the chat. I'm like, surely, poor guy. Not, hopefully not.
Stephanie B dropping the T. I don't know.
oh, my bad.
Somebody
I thought that was Meredith.
I did too. but I know who the MLF lady is too. She's cray. All right, let's check
You
this
know one
out
that
for a
came
minute.
after you?
No, that was Babs. Yeah.
So many of
She
them.
has me blocked, so she's probably in there. I just can't see her. Because she doesn't want me listening to her spaces.
Look at the outrage here. Look at the fact.
And they talk about fucking mermaids and shit. Aliens.
Colby. DePietro sucks.
Oh, DePietro's going down tonight, baby.
Ooh, DePietro.
And I know Bob's been doing it, and maybe Bob was and Allie were the ones through that. But somebody was doing that. Somebody was doing it, and it becomes a thing. Like, and then Reddit starts talking about it, and Twitter starts talking about it, and that's what I did. It doesn't make it. It doesn't get on Emily D. Baker and Lawyer You Know's radar unless enough people are talking about it. They don't just randomly pick a case in Massachusetts and be like, "We're going to cover this." It gets there, So so Bob Mata gets it, and he's got a big following, and Andrea Burkhart sees it, and that's how it spreads. That's how it spreads. Like cases like Chris Watts, that's so heinous. And like that gets everyone's attention immediately, and everyone follows that. Lindsay
next
Clancy's the same way.
witness.
You don't need to spread awareness on that.
Celebrity creator in the chat, y'all. Everybody say hey to next witness. We didn't watch one of your shows earlier. Don't try to copyright strike me.
I mean, it's freaking heinous.
Hey, next
it's going to
witness.
spread on its own. But Karen Reed, that needed a boost, and that's what I did.
Like, maybe we're all just wrong and stupid. Maybe Peter has a point. What? Like,
Maybe.
Does everybody know what projection means? Projection is something that if you don't have a lot of self-awareness, what happens is, this happens with people who are very narcissistic. Truly, not.
So if we wait a year, we can watch the fallout on this guy. So if we keep up, then he's gonna have his shit smeared all over X, baby. You don't even know.
He's talking about Nurse Kim there.
Oh, that one? I thought you were talking about Meredith.
No.
Are we talking about Meredith getting married or Nurse Kim?
There's
Which
two
one?
different conversations. Or actually
Oh,
three.
I gotta pull up the
Don't
nurse.
do it. Anyone.
No. Don't do it,
Yeah.
Nurse Kim.
I gotta
Don't
pull up
even know
Nurse
the
Kim.
guy. Don't do it.
Yeah, we gotta pull her stream up and watch some of it too. Gotta find it real quick.
Not selfish, but actually diagnosable narcissists. There's no sense of self-awareness or no accurate reflection on who somebody is, or an unwillingness to look at it anyway. And so what they do is they see themselves in other people, and it'll make you feel crazy because they'll be pointing out what they're doing, and they'll say that you're doing it, and you're like, have you lost it? Like, because it's so clearly not anything that you've ever said or done, but it is so clearly what they are doing, even in the moment. Right? So that's what projection is. It means that there's something going on with us, and we can't see it in ourselves. So what happens is we see it in everybody else around us. I kind of have to believe that there might be some of that going on, because some of what these guys are saying, I'm having a hard time understanding where they're coming from. Like, is your hatred for Aiden that strong that you can't see the rest of reality clearly?
Yes.
And what have you been doing all these years? I mean, didn't you guys go through the evidence of like all of us are still doing and have done every day for the last 2 years?
No, they did not do that.
Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? Boozy, she's going through all the stuff from the FOIA docs, pulling out new evidence, right?
Boozy's
Every
great,
single
man. That's
day
why I
is-
love her.
I have two group text threads. That's all we talk about. This case.
Yes.
And evidence.
Thank you.
All
Thank
day.
you.
Emails.
Thank
all
you.
day.
Thank you.
Evidence.
That's why I love her. That's why I love Samantha Bee. She's great. Yeah. They want me to be you. They don't want people asking these people questions about why they Google things. They don't want that. They want you. That's what they want. And that's why I'm in trouble and you're not.
And I'm going to show you in just a minute. I want to play a couple more of their comments. I don't know why I left this in. I was trying to get rid of Aiden. Not that, nothing against him. I just was trying to get to their comments. But I also want to play some clips from the rolling rally, because that's the big claim,
Oh, yes.
right?
Yep.
Oh, the rolling rally. The rolling rally that the police, that everybody was aware of was going to take place. And that the McAlberts, none of whom apparently were there because they knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was coming.
I don't bow to tyrants. I stand up for my rights and for everyone's rights. For Karen Reed's rights, for John O'Keefe's rights.
And do we understand what's at stake? I mean, I hate to, right? Call a spade or shout out the elephant in the room, but you realize that these are people where the evidence in the case points directly away from Karen Reed. It has been proven scientifically that Karen Reed and her Lexus did not cause the death of John O'Keefe, that it was not physically a possibility. And if that is not physically possible, Karen Reed's not even there when John O'Keefe loses his
someone
life.
else did it. Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, Sam. Exactly. I'm with you.
What are we talking about? What world does Aiden Carney belong in prison for trying to expose two police officers? Not just two. I was thinking about Brian Albert and Brian Higgins specifically. Essentially, a whole arsenal of police corruption in the DA's office. I mean, it's an up and down arsenal of corruption in Massachusetts.
And laziness,
And you don't see
indifference.
That the people that are the corrupt people want to put him in prison to shut all of us down, not just him, but all of us.
Yeah.
That's why they're going after Aiden, because they figure, if we cut off the head of the snake, then everybody else is going to go away too.
And but they also went after, don't forget Rubber Ducky Brigade. They tried with other people. I was the guinea pig. They're like, okay, cool. Then they went after the Canton Nine. They were unsuccessful. Then they went after Rich Schiffer. They were unsuccessful. Then they started going to random women's houses, bukkake all over the state, interrogating them, right? And they were unsuccessful. Unsuccessful after, it's like,
what the fuck?
Thank you.
Pissed me off.
Thank you, girl. I love
These
her.
people need to be investigated properly.
Yep.
So instead of wasting our time pointing out how we don't like Turtle Boy, can we get back to proving who fucking killed John O'Keefe instead?
Yes, thank you.
Who gives a shit about Aiden?
Yes. No, you're right.
So
You're so right. For all of our collective First Amendment rights. That's what I do.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. All right, let's do this. See what's going on. I think I'm gonna leave the chat up. Let's see if anybody's giving her shit in the chat too. So help me watch, guys. All right, here we go. Somebody said last 6 minutes, right? That was somebody said earlier.
What does this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The last 6 minutes was the best. Let's see what happens.
I only caught the very end, so.
I love you. Are we good?
No.
Okay.
No, we love Nurse Kim. Who's talking about judging Nurse Kim? No.
No, I'm just judging relationships in general, which I always do.
It
It's
has
not
nothing to do with Nurse Kim. Any friend of mine who was to be like, hey, I think I want to get remarried right after divorce, my first instinct would be, no, to anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
No
It's
matter
fine.
how great the guy is.
I've been known to yell out our windows when people are taking their pictures for their wedding. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Message received. Head in the bed. Got it. Loud and clear.
I don't think we went back far enough.
I'm going to La Coretta, and we're going to go have supper with Craig and Brittany. Oh God.
She's freezing up.
I can't even see the damn thing. Share a screen.
We need a
Already did it.
Nurse Kim technical difficulties video.
Yeah.
So we need.
Okay.
Oh, imagine being married to Petro. Ugh.
Turn your radio on, honey.
All right, we're stop sharing, I guess. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Hold, oh, goodness gracious. If this doesn't actually do it. I don't, okay, there we go. There we go. It's happening, guys. This is all happening. Oh, this is disabled Wi-Fi.
Winks. Are you sure?
Are we still buffering? I don't know why I'm buffering.
He knows everybody likes Nurse Kim, you know, for good reason. You know,
And
what I
I
mean? So he's-
like Purple Kool-Aid went after her.
And then what happened?
Oh yeah, she has some buffering issues here.
Come on.
Her the other day, right? He went after her. He talked shit about her, right? That's what people do. You talk shit about her. And I'm in the chat talking.
Okay.
I don't think it ever comes up.
All right. So, yeah, you can be in someone's chat because then there was a post that Val put up on Twitter, but my Twitter isn't working. But I was in the chat of J7 and I said it was her and Kane's show and they were talking about Purple Kool-Aid and him being, saying what he had said. And they
had some comments to be made,
There you
and
go.
I was like, I agree. I'm not going down without a fight.
What's up,
Now
Charlie?
that has nothing to do with Aiden. I'm not fighting Aiden. I'm gonna fight with Purple Kool-Aid because you're not gonna talk wild. You're not gonna make really gross things and statements about my kids. That's what you're not gonna do. And no one's gonna really take you seriously in a purple hue. I mean, I don't at least. So yeah, I can say something back.
Isn't J7
And then
purple?
And it was saying, oh my gosh, Kim is falling for it because J7 said that this all comes from where? Aiden. Or it comes from up above because it's like an army. And I said, well, I was not in the army because no one gave me orders. However, I don't think that is something that J7 saying, I'm not co-signing that. I'm not saying that, but you know who actually might think it? That's Paul. That's Purple Paul. Because yesterday when he saw that I had this stream, he said this. And he deleted it in the chat, which is a little silly. Don't be a sassy, silly goose. If you're going to say something, say it with your full chest. Don't delete it. But I got it. I took a screenshot. Don't worry, Paul. And he said this. And I'll show it to you. One day, you will figure out why certain people didn't congratulate you or even speak to you or even respond to a text from you for the past 7 weeks.
Bam, that's a goal. Meatball got it. Yeah, nice. Appreciate it, Meatball.
Thank you.
Yay.
Love a good goal.
Get out of the right corner with your broke ass.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
And what these people have said about you privately.
This fuck might cry.
Right, Paul? Purple Kool-Aid Paul? That's you?
Tried to read that earlier. I couldn't read it. Hold on. It says, one day I will figure out why certain people didn't congratulate you or even speak to you or even respond to texts from you for past 7 weeks and what these people have said about you privately, laughing. You will figure it out. We ain't there yet, apparently. That's a lot of innuendo and secretive shit. I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, she's about to tell you.
Purple Kool-Aid Paul? That's you? That's you. And some people will be team purple and some people will say, ew. Ew. But interestingly enough, I thought about it and I was like, that's really specific. Like, that's weird to say. And actually, I did text Aiden when he was in that chat, when he was in Purple Kool-Aid's chat. And I said, hey, I was like, oh, you're in there? I was like, Christ. And I didn't get a response. That's fine. But then I went back up and I saw the last time I spoke or I was texted was June 8th. And that would be how many weeks ago? 7? Is that 7 weeks to the day? Huh. That's weird. I don't know, Paul. I wonder why you deleted that. I wonder why you deleted that post. That little comment. Because everybody else, that wouldn't have made sense. Wouldn't have made sense with Jimmy, wouldn't have made sense with Will, wouldn't have made sense with anyone. Or I don't know, the other 16 people that hate me. 16 creators that have roll called and said, fuck Nurse Kim. Fake ass bitch Nurse Kim, right?
Do we know who those are?
I'm saying, is that really going on, or have people just expressed negative opinions about certain aspects of what's happened
I
between
don't
the
know.
reporting and her relationship, like the past several months of stuff with her?
Do I even know that many creators? She said 16?
Ooh, genuine. Appreciate it.
Aw, thanks.
But I don't know 16 creators that have talked shit about Nurse Kim. You know what I mean?
I have not heard negative talk. I'm not on X like that, so
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean,
Yeah.
Could be on X for sure. Could be on
I
X.
don't know.
I've noticed distancing. I would say less camaraderie, but I haven't seen like bashing.
Yeah.
I've talked to all of them, except I would say Aiden in the last 7 weeks. That was exactly, I mean, geez Louise. And I don't know how he would know that because I don't text Purple. Because, ew. On that note, I love you. Are we good?
But I think 7 weeks ago was also like when all the shit started in general, right?
You talking about the Jess Machado?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
when
could be.
she first came out and talked about it.
That's about right. Yeah.
And I don't even know her standpoint, other than I've heard people say she supports Jess
Mm,
Machado.
No, she has a standpoint because we played it.
But
She
I
may
mean,
not
like,
have been up here.
why is she supportive of Jess? Like, I haven't heard her articulate it, I guess.
Because Jess hasn't done anything to her. She said they made a truce a while back.
But she had done something to her, and that was all content.
I know, but they made
Yeah,
up.
but
They made up from that, so she moved on from that.
So what did Aiden do to her to where Jess gets that leeway, but he doesn't?
It was
Okay.
when Jess and Aiden did, like when Jess went on Aiden's show. Nurse Kim didn't like that.
For the exit interview, she didn't like the exit interview.
Yeah,
She
she
thought
doesn't
he was.
like how
She thought he
Jess
was being rude to her, like loading it up to be
Who hasn't
a
been
dick.
rude in this movement as a creator?
Well,
Like all of this, they hurt my feelings stuff. I can point to
a
every one
lot.
of the people who have said that and point to whose feelings they hurt.
Yeah.
Like this, all of a sudden, my feelings are hurt, but it was fine when I was hurting other people's feelings.
I guess so.
Message received. Head in the bed. Got it. Loud and clear. I'm going to La Coretta, and we're going to go have supper with Craig and Brittany. Okay, so love your families, love your children, love the people that love you, and know that I love you. And only try to be good to people. That's it. Not a bad fucking bone in my body. Not a hurtful thing that I would wish on anyone. And tomorrow will be the beginning of Lindsay Clancy. And that's going to be a trial that we're all going to be needing together. And I know that, don't want Paul to think there's going to be emotional manipulation happening with diagnoses and emotions. He said that trial wasn't sexy, which is quite a take.
Yeah, so you got Jess Machado, J7, Ocean. Oh God, it's a bunch of people. There's our good buddy Wi-Fi. She's in there, or he's in there. I don't know. He's the one. And Blair is in there.
Lots of spicy Misty.
Blair was not. Yeah, Blair was not welcomed warmly.
No.
Not at all.
I don't find most trials sexy, but thank you. And that's it. I'm done. It's all done. There's not anything that
That's a lot to
I think
explain.
I'm not as lost as
can
this
be
person.
said by a purple man that would offend thee at this point. But every once in a while you gotta bop someone on their nose and say, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not true. Don't be like that. And I hope that he is well and does wonderful with his new website at thepurplechats.com. May peace be with you and also with you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, let me do these. Sorry, 100 gems.
All right. I think that was it. May have not went back far enough. It looks like she's watching her own show right there. She couldn't get the video to play. All right. I found something else good you're going to like. All right. So we were talking about the John and Colin earlier on this stream. So somebody...
Yay! Thank you for whoever pulled this. It's very enlightening
Somebody
for how
found us a
underplayed it
timestamp.
was in trial.
It's an Emily C pregame, so we might as well end it with Emily C.
Oh yeah.
Well, we still got like 35 minutes. I put up a new really easy goal, a bunch of $2. We'll read those as long as they don't say goal. If you put cool shit in there, it's not just goals, if we have to. I don't know how long it is she talks about it, but these are long shows, so maybe. Oh, this one was only an hour. Yep. All right, let's see. Here we go.
I don't know of anyone that, with an exception, whoever had an issue with him. Who is the exception? The exception is Colin Albert. Tell me a little bit about that. So when I started dating John early in 2020, we were sleeping one night. I want to say it was April or May of 2020. And John's phone started going off with his Ring alerts that there was activity setting off the Ring cameras. And he had two. He had one over his garage and he had one at the front door. And John jumped out of bed and said, if that's that freaking Albert kid, I'm going to lose it. And John goes out the...
Because Mary B went live at 5 o'clock. How am I going to pregame that? Can't get home by then. I have to get home at 2 o'clock.
Someone trying to start a divide between me and Danny. That will never happen.
And Nate, that statement that she just made right there tells you John was already aware of Colin before this. He already did like
front door.
Yeah. Maxwell House in the house. What up, Maxwell's? Here we go again.
Down the steps from the second floor to the first floor of the house, which leads to the front door. Now John's got like boxer shorts on, no shirt. I'm following behind him because now I'm looking out the front window and I can see there's kids congregated on John's front lawn. John goes to the front steps and says, "Get out of my yard." They were literally not adjacent to the yard. They were in the front yard. And they all had backpacks. They looked like high school age. And Colin Albert, who I didn't know who he was at the time, but I learned within about 2 minutes who he was, yelled a string of expletives at John. Go F yourself. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. And now John, he might have said something back. I don't think John swore, but maybe said... I don't know if John swore, but maybe said, "Get the fuck out of here." So he did swear. At this point, John's nephew had come out of bed. The front door's open, the lights are on, and there's screaming going on in the vestibule of the front door. And the nephew comes, he's behind me on the stairs. It probably I was just wondering if they have the Ring video. It probably lasted a minute, this verbal altercation. But John comes back in. I said, "Who the hell is that?" And he said, that's the Albert kid that lives a couple doors down. When John and he said, he's a shit. He's a fucking punk. And, John complained about.
That's exactly what he thought about him right there. He's a fucking punk. Telling you that ain't no just normal. That's not what a normal. That's not. That's a really. I really don't like this guy.
Right, because you've had interaction with him before, and I don't know if this is before or after the supposed dealing stories on the street where he had the video of the other kid and thought Colin was involved. Like, I don't know the time frame of when that happened versus this, but it sounds like he's already obviously had negative interactions with him.
A bunch.
Also accurate.
Shit, when Chris Albert sent the fucking pictures of them on the lawn, that was like antagonizing him because there wasn't anything he could do about it at the time.
Yeah, they were already at the airport.
Yep. So they were just antagonizing the shit out of him. They had a nickname for him.
The Nevercracker thing, yeah.
Yep. So it was a lot more than they made it out to be, for sure.
Yeah, they made it seem like it was all fun.
Yeah, just get Colin out of here as fast as we can.
He said, this happens. He's just a freaking hothead. Then in the morning, John and I went out and there was all Bud Light cans in this cluster of bushes on the front corner of John. John was on the main street and a side street. And there was like a dozen empty Bud Light cans. So what we realized they were doing is they would drink at a house on the other side of John. And then when the party got busted up or the parents came home, rather than Colin walking to his parents' house, now Colin's only 16 at this time.
We concur, Jess.
I've learned now that he was 16 at the time. Rather than walk in, probably drunk or buzzed with a bunch of Bud Light cans, they would just drop their trash in John's yard between the houses where the party was and where he was going for the night.
Were they Coors Lights?
There was one more
Not if they're
incident
Bud Light.
that happened. There was one more incident that the same thing happened again. But by the time John opened the front door, as soon as John opened the front door,
Awesome.
this was maybe a month
Thank
later, they ran out. There wasn't really an exchange. And then Gretchen says,
So that's
how did John know who he was?
That's two instances of the Ring camera going off late at night. The first time he confronted him, the second time he thinks it was him. But this is after he already has obviously some type of run-in with him to where he thinks very low of him. And then she's about to get into another example.
Appreciate it. Welcome. Always welcome to hang with us. And any normal people that want to join the Discord, we can drop the email. Got to email the head security guard, Angel. She will send you a link if you pass all the tests. Lots of tests. Where's the beef? Speaking of where's the beef, hold on one second. I've been meaning to show y'all this, but I keep forgetting it. But now it's relevant.
I heard there were a lot of memes out there. I haven't seen them yet.
Dude, like what? Where does he fucking cut? Like, I swear he knows. He's a showman. He always says something fucking stupid like that.
Fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
It's like Colin Albert. Karen says, everyone in Canton, the people we were around, they all knew each other. There was, when you drove by your neighbors, you stopped and talked. The Chris and Julie, now Chris owned this pizza place that was right in the middle. I'll call it Main Street, but it was Washington Street. Everyone knew who he was. Every time she drove by, she'd yell something at John. Wait, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Comment. Everyone knew who he was. Every time she drove by, who are we talking about? Every time she drove, Julie, every time, okay, I got it. Every time Julie drove by, she'd yell something at John. They called him Mr. Nevercracker, which is never. I don't know the movie. It's some Disney
Monster House
movie where there's a grouchy old get off my lawn guy. And when I met Julie, now I would wave to Julie or I'd see her because John lived at a stop sign. So everybody who lived deep in the neighborhood all kind of filtered in and out in front of John's property. When I met Julie formally for the first time on January 22nd, 2022, she said,
a week before.
Something funny. Look at how we saved John's contact in my phone. And it was the name Nebercracker. And it was the cartoon character of this old curmudgeon-y man. So after these incidents with Colin, John and I went away. We were in Florida visiting friends of ours, and we were no sooner at the baggage claim having landed in Florida when John gets a text that I believe was from Julie, and it was them drinking Bud Lights, holding them up like this on John's front steps. So John's ring went off that there was somebody on the front steps. And they also took a selfie, like taunting John. Gretchen says, wait, this is Colin or Julie? And Karen says, this is Julie, his mother, and Chris, his father, middle-aged parents, Chris, who owns the pizza place. So this was what I realized is they're not apologetic for their son. They're kind of annoyed that John has had words with this kid. Gretchen says, so was that sent in a funny way? Or like Karen says, yeah, funny, but kind of like blip. Something didn't record, but kind of like blip, I guess. That's how he was saved in Colin Albert's mother's phone. And when I first met her, that was the first thing she told me. She goes, get a load of this. Does John tell you what we call him? And I said no. And she said, he's Mr. Nebercracker. This is at a table full of adults. She's passing this around. Look how we saved John in this phone. And Gretchen says,
yeah, I mean, you're calling him the grumpy old man because he bitches about you getting on his grass.
The question is, though, did Colin tell Julie and Chris about the encounter with John, or did John approach them about it? Because at the trial, Chris made it sound like he never had an interaction with Colin. That was my younger son. And then he felt bad for hollering at him, so he bought him some candy and brought it to the house, and it was so innocent. Obviously, it's not.
Yeah.
And again, is this like friendly or is this like passive aggressive? Like, what is going on here? What do you guys think? Because I think that they've tried really hard to just be like, oh, it's a joke. It was funny. And I don't think that they were like being.
Yeah, I see that Emily went. She must have went early. So I got to get my 3 hours. So we got 28 minutes. Hang in there with me.
And Brian just went live too or planning a live to go over the Gretchen Voss new publication.
Who?
LTL.
Oh, God.
Oh,
We're not
yeah.
worried about that.
Can't miss that.
We are all going to Emily's house, but I got to get my 27 minutes in.
Mean, but it's like, especially with this leading up through the backstory of like John needing to take on this role of being more authoritative and wanting to be the fun guy. I feel like it strikes a nerve that it is possible that they didn't know that they were striking, but it does feel, you guys feel the same way, passive aggressive bullying. It just feels like, and almost like when like a middle schooler doesn't have anything like interesting to contribute to a conversation or to talk to their friends about, so they just say something mean or gossipy or whatever because it's just a thing to say. That's kind of the vibe I get, is like childish. Franny, thanks. Yeah, and then they've kind of had the chance to like rewrite this in the public as like, oh, it was a joke. Like John loved the joke. Like we told them about it. It wasn't me. And it's like, I guess, but like, yeah, hold on, gaslighting. Living Story World said gaslighting, quote, I'm not touching you, finger by your face. Yeah. Or like kids being like, I'm looking out your window right now. Yeah. Bullying cloaked in a joke. You're a poet and you didn't even know it, Jess. Okay. Let's get back into it. And then I'm going to have to take a break in like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and get a new seltzer because mine is empty and my throat is dry. But let's get to the end of this kind of chapter. Karen says, I found it odd that a woman my age, a little bit older, I was offended for John that they were making fun of him because I just find him so agreeable. Also, okay, I know I'm going to stop there for 1 sec. Like when you very first start dating somebody too, you're like, you see like all the best things about them. And it's like, you almost feel like there's not like, oh, the whole entire world must also be like so obsessed with my person the way that I am. And then you're like, I'm obsessed with this person. I think he's like the greatest gift to the world. And all you guys are focusing on is that he didn't want your 16-year-old child getting drunk on his front lawn and littering. Also, the littering is a very ironic, I didn't even think about this until right now, is very ironic considering the rubber ducks. Oh, it was so funny that Colin was just littering beer cans when Rich Schiffer's getting like locked up for littering rubber ducks. Interesting place, that Canton. Okay. And John was docile and it felt a little antagonistic. Not aggressively so, but it's okay. I should have just waited because Karen was going to say it better than I could. It wasn't aggressively antagonistic, but it's not a flattering analogy. And then Gretchen says, and you would, yeah. And then Karen says, and Gretchen asks, well, from what I hear, I have, acquaintances in Canton. That's sort of the way, like, it's sort of like letting your kids, they're friends with their kids. Everyone's drinking together. And then Karen says, yeah, I didn't grow up like that. We didn't socialize with each other's parents. We also didn't call each other's parents by their first names. I noticed like...
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Not down here in the South, son.
It's a weird generation.
Yeah, not unless you like walking by people with big red handprints across your forehead. No,
generational shifts that John's kids, when I met them, were 9 and 12 and referring, oh, that's Jen, that's Kerry, that's Sue, that's Kate. And I'm like, wait, are those your friends? Those are their parents? And I said, you don't call them Mrs. Jones? And I mean, and then Gretchen says, so it sounds like from the first time, that incident with Colin, there had been history there. So he had been doing that for a while. And Karen says, yeah, in the early summer of 2020, the kids were still remote schooling and nephew had a break at lunch. So I made him lunch. John was at work and he and I played Frisbee.
I've never understood the partying with your parents. We all knew the people growing up, but there's always somebody's parents that are willing to throw the party at their house.
I'm trying to get like the cool kid points for their child.
Yep. Always that person somewhere.
In the backyard. John had speakers in his backyard. So we would put on, nephew and I had our own playlist. Oh,
that's cute.
Songs that he and I both liked. And we'd try to see how many volleys we could have without dropping the Frisbee. And we had the music on, but not blasting. This is like 11:30 on a June day. And redacted sister. Oh, and the nephew's sister. So the niece comes to me and says, one of the neighbors is saying you need to turn that off or they're going to turn it off for you. And I said, who? And she goes, you don't know them. I'm like, but we know everybody. What neighbor that knows your number is texting? They texted the niece and said, you need to turn that music off or we're going to turn it off for you. Okay. What neighbor that knows your number is texting you? And do they
Sorry.
know that I'm the adult here and that they're threatening to?
I try to follow the linear path. Ever since Trooper Paul said it, I try to follow the linear path, Home Slice. And we've seen your house sitting until you pick that game up, you know.
Hey, and he did confirm
criticizing
though.
me.
TV confirmed that he did see the home slice pictures, so you
Did he?
made it. That's funny. Yeah, he confirmed it on one of his lives.
Oh, good.
Did he show it?
No, he
Oh,
just said that he, I guess, had been tagged on X and seen it.
Yeah, it's
He's
funny.
like, it's pretty
Come
funny.
turn it
It's pretty damn funny.
off. And she said, you don't know them. You don't know them. Just forget it. And she was a little dismissive. And then John came home and the niece, I think, brought it up. And I said, John, who's the neighbor she's talking about that got annoyed that nephew and we went outside for 20 minutes. It's elementary school lunch. It's about 18 minutes. And John said to niece,
Not that linear.
don't tell me that's Colin Albert. It's Colin Albert. And she got red in the face and said, no. And he said, I want to see your phone. And she goes, I erased it. It was a Snapchat. It's gone. And he said, don't even tell me that's Colin Albert. And I don't know for sure who it was, but it seems like it was.
That's pretty interesting.
We knew.
I mean, for John's first instinct to think that 16, 17-year-old Colin Albert is texting his adopted daughter, who's what, 13, did you say at the time?
Yep.
To turn the music down and we're going to turn it down for you. Like his first instinct was that, I mean, he had a lot of, I don't want to say hatred, but he had no respect for Colin.
How loud could the music have been? It's not the 80s where you have the stack of amps in there and the big fucking 18s in the living room and shit.
She said it was outdoor speakers and like 11:20
Oh,
on
okay.
a lunch break, but she
In
said
the
it
middle of the
wasn't
day?
blaring. Yeah, they were on their lunch break I mean, she's sitting there home with them doing their online schooling, and it was the designated lunchtime, and they went out, they had lunch and went out and threw a frisbee. This is just sad.
That's like when people get on to kids for playing basketball in the street or whatever.
Yeah,
Come
like
on
that
now.
Florida case where the lady shot the mother of the kids who were always in her yard.
Yep. Have you ever seen the video of the cops that show up because they keep getting called to go and break up this basketball game? And they show up and all these kids are literally just having a good time playing basketball. So the cop Shaq happened to see the video. And then they all went down there and then Shaq got out of the car and went and played basketball with him and shit. Oh, it was fucking awesome.
I haven't seen that, but that sounds a lot like that whole neighbor situation. The cops kept getting called over and over, and he's like, I'm glad y'all are outside playing. Y'all are kids. Like,
Get out there and play. Should be ashamed of yourself.
All the other kids in the neighborhood, especially one that would have niece's contact. And then Gretchen says, so did he ever talk to the parents about Colin, or did you guys discuss that night at all? Did it come up? Karen says, no, John would just laugh it off and he didn't get defensive. I felt like they were taking advantage of John's personality. But no, I never really heard him. He didn't act. We didn't talk about Colin any other time, except when it was brought up, the Nebercracker on the phone and Colin in the front yard and the time with the Frisbee. But it wasn't something John discussed like it was bothering him. I think he just looked at him like this teenage kid and he's a shit. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pause there because now they're going back to the waterfall, and that feels like a good time for a fervent break, so I can get a drink. You guys, I'm having a lot of fun reading this. I appreciate you all getting.
That's
They
funny.
need to be skinnier in that picture.
That's funny.
I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think that is so funny. What somebody said about Yannetti being the one who's like getting people to vote for his song. If Yannetti wins the finals, we're gonna know that's true. And now I kind of I just texted Fervent and said maybe Yannetti is on a campaign to win. It is so hot today. Oh my gosh. That little blip when my air conditioning decided to just turn in Karen Reed and Gretchen Voss. And when we left off, we were just finishing up a chapter about Colin Albert. I was just thinking too, I feel like part of the reason why she had all the details to those stories, like not just because she wanted to kind of advance her defense narrative, but you know how after you like tell somebody a story, it's like fresh in your mind over something else. Like I feel like she was kind of primed to tell those stories about Colin because she had probably been discussing them with her defense team. And I actually do want to say one more thing about this. I have talked about this before, but in my opinion, hold on, go back to this for a sec. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, what happened to John when he went inside of 34 Fairview, because he did not get hit by a car, we're already past that. I don't think that there was a motive, because I don't think that there was intention for him to lose his life. And when we talk about like means, motive, and opportunity, you're thinking about somebody who, like, what is the motive to like plan and execute some situation? I'm trying to think of the words that YouTube allows. I say that only to say, I don't think that I think that the stories that we just learned about the Albert family and John's relationship with them are helpful for us to kind of understand the dynamics at play. I don't read any of those and think, oh, they were plotting to end his life. And I just want to make that really clear, that I don't think anything that we just read is like, oh yeah, well, I could see why they would want what happened to John to happen to him. Just felt the need to say that. Okay. Back.
All right. So I think it may have been, I agree, an unfortunate series of events.
That was alcohol fueled on everyone's part.
It's always alcohol's fault.
I'm saying it's alcohol's fault.
No,
Yeah.
I think it is. Honestly, like a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen if people weren't drinking and being fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I have a problem with
I'm just sad at this point because we're not ever going to figure out what happened unless one of these FOIA drops is like major.
Unless a new DA comes in and is able to open the investigation and get electronic records of phones or vehicles or something, or
Yeah.
you know.
Well, we're about to go to Emily Seeeeees' house.
Right.
So I
Sleep
picked
until awake.
a good outro for you guys.
Yay.
Pretty cool one. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. That was fun. Something off the wall. Follow the linear path. That's what I always say. That's why I keep my content going straight. Let's check in on this. Let's see. Holy shit. We got to go back to this for 1 second.
Oh Lord.
They are still fucking kicking.
She's sleeping now. Okay, still open mic.
I'm not
last
sleeping.
chance, and then I'm going to. And nice spaces again. We had Nan up again. Yeah, we had Carrie Roberts' cousin.
I've heard a lot of great things about her so far.
Chick that trolls friggin' Aiden's chat. She's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's winding down. Good times. Good times, people. Thanks for hanging out. Thank y'all. Lubin, Mary B, Lawleen. We will hang out again very fucking soon. But you better not go home and go to sleep. You better go to Emily C's house. Rat Raid. Check out
Looking
the song.
forward to it.
Yes,
Looking
Rat
forward
Raid.
to it.
Squirrel School. Let's go do it.
2:27. It's raining men. Why that minute? Why that night? Why the words that don't sit right? Don't look up, it's raining men. Don't look up, it's raining men. 2:27, truth in the air. Don't look up, what made you dare? The whole room listened, we all leaned in. Every word stayed. One small call, and the story swayed. 2:27, truth in the air. Don't look up, what made you dare? Why that minute? Why that night? Why those words that don't sit right? Don't look up, it's raining men. Don't look up, it's raining men. 2:27, truth in the air. Don't look up, what made you dare? Was it panic? Was it a clue? Was it smoke coming through? One call later, the room got still. Some people break and some people will. Don't look up, it's raining men. Don't